Howdy, good morning. Starting to reach the end of Umineko here. Had a bit of a break for like 3 days, didn't stream. Just enjoying the time. Christmas Eve, Christmas, day after, just relaxing. Not doing too much. Ooh, I'm a little tired still. But yeah, we're gonna work on trying to finish up the last of episode 8 here. Over the today and tomorrow. Right? The end of the year. Quite a dream. Give me a little bit. Coffee's still way too warm. Wish I had some sugar to go in. Actually, I do have something. Give me a bit. Alright. I'm back. Forgot that I had these little, little cupcakes. Something freaking nice. Kind of sweet to go along with this coffee. Jeez, I've been waiting here for... Where is... But yeah. I just stall on here and waiting for my friend to come back. Ooh. Umineko? Wait, this is the right one, right? There we go. Try doing a small recap while we wait for him, because he's supposed to be here. Reading with me, seeing the end. So what were we last doing? Like, everyone was all holed up in the Golden Land, I do remember that. Actually, it'll be a bit faster if I just quickly scan through the VOD. Ba-dum-bum. Now, what did we do? Angie getting tricked. The whole stupid battle that they had when a goats were devouring the island. The one that Erica and Bat were having, I mean. Stupid way they had the rooms locked. I think Battler's room had no like actual ceiling, and Erica's had like a stupidly long chain so you could lock it from the outside. Kinda had their like last stand out there. Broke the barrier on the book, and then Angie decided that she wanted to see the truth after all, despite everything. And man, she did not like it. And then we left off right before they decided they wanted to, right before they were gonna, I guess, assault the party that Featherings has about opening the book. Oh, right, at the very end, freaking Angie just not handling the truth very well. She ends up just jumping off. Oh, man. How many major thoughts on things so far? Other than Angie being pretty dumb for falling for what is probably the most obvious, like, tricky yet. It does make me wonder what the full truth is. Hey, look, you're here, finally, making me wait for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
You see the timer? You see how long I've been in here?
I was getting coffee.
Yeah, and I got coffee too. It didn't take me that long.
Well, I've arrived at last.
He's arrived. Yeah, this is doing a basic recap of everything that happened last time.
Yeah, I figured I'd had time.
So you were taking your time.
Yeah, because I knew we were going to take like 20 minutes before it actually started.
No. But yeah, last we left off, Angie freaking learned the truth. Didn't take it too well.
Shocking.
The most shocking thing known, like, twist, surely. No one saw that coming. Jumped off the edge, and I guess now we left it there when, like, right before Battler and the others are deciding to barge into the library, I guess. Crash the party.
They pretty much made a plan for that, yeah. They want to try convincing Lambda.
But they already tried, and she was like, said no.
Well, she's their only option, so they can't really give up on that.
She said no, and they're like, right? This is stupid of us to ask for. Since you'd be the only one risking anything.
Yeah,
for nothing.
Yeah, I remember. They had the plan to go there, and she said no, and then they're like, "All right, just watch us struggle, then, idiots."
So we'll figure it out. I don't think it quite went that way, but yeah, sure.
It was pretty much that way, yeah.
I would disagree. But
It was
anyway,
something along those lines.
if we do the usual like 3-4 hour stream here, we should for sure be done by tomorrow.
I think you can finish this weekend, yeah.
We could also try finishing today, but
I mean, I'm
would have,
down for that.
would I
I
have
have
to
time.
would have to lock in and not get so sidetracked like I've been this past few streams.
I mean, you can get sidetracked if you want. It's just gonna be a bit longer.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do
The
like a
sidetracks are part of the fun anyway.
I don't know if I want to do like a full 8-hour stream. Coffee's still way too warm. Better, still haven't got any milk. Oh right, the other Toya or whatever. It's right. It said Toya, right? Toya's woken up.
Yeah,
So
Toya woke up and that confused you.
it's still what's that about?
There was also that scene at the end of what we played, I think.
Scene?
There was one short scene at the end of what we had.
What do you?
Someone waking up and it raining.
Oh, that's a very like right where we saved.
Oh, we haven't had that scene yet. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I didn't spoil anything then.
How could you spoil this line that I'm about to read? The singular line.
No, I haven't spoiled a thing. I was intentionally being vague and only mentioned the first part of it, which is what you've already read.
I didn't read it yet. I'm about to read it.
Someone woke up in the rain. That's it. Whatever.
Could you do this to me?
Whatever. Go with it, streamer boy.
I forgot what I was talking about earlier. All right, the very, very last thing we saw was
See?
like
Apparently I was lying on asphalt under the pouring rain. I didn't spoil shit, you motherfucker.
That was Angie. Like after she jumped off. That's what I was about to talk about. That's the very last thing we saw was Angie. She in the real world. She jumped off the building, landed, but was somehow still alive and could hear the sound of a car coming toward her, stopping and opening the door. She was realizing what happened to her after she jumped. Why are you so bad at trying to make me believe other things? Trying to hide your mistakes. I'm smart. I could see these things. Now, let me eat a cupcake and then we'll begin. Finally stop Umineko forever. Actually, I forgot to check something. Say something?
No.
Did you?
I am refusing to speak.
Okay, thanks. Your audio levels are good. Stop being so mad. Why are you gonna read your lines if you're so mad? Or maybe
Well,
you're...
my lines will be angry. Maybe I'm getting into character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're gonna be voicing Angie, right? You need to be angry for her lines where she keeps refusing the truth
But you
that
mean
she...
Angie? She jumped off a building and turned into a puddle of fucking guts.
She's not gone yet. Come on, no. No one's ever truly gone in this stupid series. I mean, they brought Erica back, but she should be dead. Should be less than dead. She should just be gone, non-existent, never existed in the first place.
The one goat that died in episode 4 is still gone.
How do you know? He
because
could
we
have.
haven't seen him. And after that, it changed all the goats to the goats.
No, that's because we swapped to a different thing.
No, he's gone.
How do you know?
He
Say it
has
in red.
perished.
Say it in red.
I don't know magic. I can speak into the colored letters. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, I almost
I can
forgot
only
to.
speak in purple.
It's truth that might be truth, but maybe isn't. Could be lies. I'm purple. I can speak in purple. All right, now that I stalled enough so I can enjoy a bit of my coffee and this cupcake.
Do you hear my cat meowing? He's been there for a little while.
What do you mean? There's a.
I'm just wondering if you can hear him. I can just ignore it if it's not a
I
problem.
don't hear.
Okay. He's been meowing at my door for a while, and I don't want to let him
Oh, you're talking about your own cat.
in. Yeah.
I thought you meant like you could hear my cat. And then,
No,
like, I
why would
thought
I
he was.
ask if you can hear my cat?
No, I thought you
If I'm
said
talking to
a.
yours.
You said a cat, and I thought maybe you meant mine. So I was like, I
No.
took off my headset. I was looking around for a while. I thought the little idiot was trying to open my door again. Actually, the other day I was in the restroom and the idiot opened the door to there to get inside while I was sitting down.
Why
Like,
aren't you locking the
dude,
fucking door, dudes?
no one was
You
home.
uncivilized swine. Lock your fucking bathroom door.
No one was home.
The cat was home.
So I didn't expect the cat to open the door.
You know it can open doors.
I know it can open my door.
Every door is the same, probably.
I don't know. There's some different doors. I've
We
seen
have
at
different
least.
doors in your house.
You don't? You have
No.
singular door?
We have all the same doors. We don't have fucking a variety of different special doors.
You all share the same door?
The same type of door, yes.
Just stop it, Reed.
Except maybe the front fucking door, but that's different.
Say you do have different doors.
One different door, and it's the front door. Of course that one is different. That's not even in the house.
Why is your door not in the house?
Because it's the front door.
It's still in the house, or does it open outward? Yeah, the hinges. Surely you
No.
don't have the
I guess
hinges.
it can be inside the house if you open it. But
If
it doesn't, that's different.
If it has the hinges
doesn't-
on the inside, it's an inside door.
No.
Yeah,
Say it in red.
that's just how it works.
No. I refuse this closed room.
It's not a closed room. Alright, to begin for real now. It's been like 20 minutes.
I told you, 20 minutes.
Oh my lord.
I
So,
know these things.
shut up. You're making me mad. I'm pissed. Getting me in character? That the plan?
Oh, maybe.
So I'll figure. Apparently the driver opened an umbrella and come towards me. Oh, so it's immediately right after that last scene. Then. Not some other new scene. Ow! How'd he die?
Ah, just in time.
Can you say that again? Nope.
It's Toya's voice.
Toya. Oh, there was a card stuck in my head. I'm Toya? Wait.
Yeah.
Toya. This your garden? I figure you're questioning me. Of course I couldn't answer. If it is, then I must apologize. Yes, on a day with such fine weather, anyone would want to take a nap in such a lovely garden as this.
What is
And
bro
yet,
yapping about?
unless my memory fails me, figure crouched down and looked into my face. It was a woman. This is a public highway you're sleeping on. Want to become roadkill? So this isn't after the jump. Or
Could be.
maybe
She jumped really far.
the timelines seem a bit. Or
She
the
could have
time
just gotten a
events.
lot of airtime on her jump.
I don't think that's possible. Or maybe you're already roadkill. Well, now, which one is it? I clenched my chest. I felt I needed to answer somehow and establish communication. So, after a lot of effort, I managed to let out a I can't read. After a lot of effort, I managed to let a short groan escape my lips. I see. So you aren't roadkill yet. That's how I meant Ikuko. You lied, this wasn't Toya. At 4th October.
Body is in a very frail condition. Also, it is probable that there will be memory defects. We won't know for sure until the CT scan, but brain damage is also a possibility.
It's lucky that damage is all we have to deal with. Been much longer in a spot like that, and things would likely have been much worse. The way they're speaking makes me feel like they're not talking about a person. First meeting with Birkenstow, perhaps? Another true. There's so many truths like that start with ellipses.
In any event, I recommend getting this checked at a large hospital.
Thank you, doctor. Please keep this off the record. It may not be much. There's some money for your troubles. Another off-the-record doctor.
It's so easy in this series.
You just need money.
I see no reason to speak of this needlessly, but... No, I couldn't possibly accept that much.
What are you, Nanjo? Accept the gold. Accept the cash. In the end, the doctor took the money and swore to keep secret about the matter. Eventually, Hachijo returned. Maybe it's whoever Toya is. And what? She just takes on the appearance of Ikuko here? Why? Oh, you've been awake? How do you feel? Nodded weakly, letting her know that I wasn't so bad for now. But where is this place? Why do you have so many lamps? Why so many clocks? I feel like this painting is different every time we look at this backdrop. I swear it was more of a like forest thing, like the one that Kinzo had in his study before the Beatrice portrait. Frail body, poor memory. Back, Hashem.
I have a very robust body. I'm anything but frail.
Oh, he has that deadly waste that's talked about.
Exactly.
The lethal waste, that's it. Where is this place? A room I have absolutely no memory of, and a house I don't remember at all. That's what it means to have no memory of something, yeah? And first and foremost, there's a woman I've never seen. Start off, let me introduce myself. I'm Hachijo Ikuko. I don't mind if you address me in a friendly manner as Ikuko, or if you prefer to call me Hachijo-san, and keep things more formal. Hachijo Ikuko. The Hachijo family owns a lot of land and is well known in these parts. Unlike my accomplished brothers, I'm what you might call a little eccentric. After I got into a bit too much mischief than was good for me, my parents finally ran out of patience and kicked me out. I'm now confined to this house. As a hobby, I like to read detective notes. Oh, what are you, Beatrice Zero? -1?
Another
Befortress?
ASO at the end of it all.
Befortress. Hobby, I like to read detective novels and also write them. My age, the single woman's secret. Alright, old.
Old.
My heart is that of a girl, but I'm approaching the point where calling myself one would be increasingly absurd.
Eternally 17.
The haze my mind was in. Ah, she's a VTuber. The haze my mind was in was extremely hard to make out what she was talking about. However, I was able to pick up the fact that she was trying to talk to me cheerfully. So, what's your name? I don't know if a freaking prompt comes up where I enter my own name. My name. It's just like how all like RPGs start, dude. Logically, I know that being a human, I must have a name. Would a human ever call themselves a human like this? And I do have the feeling that I did indeed have a name. However, no matter how hard I tried to remember who it was, it just made my head hurt. Is there anything you can remember besides your name?
Must be Will.
Oh. Who am I? My head. No, even my heart was a mess of torn flesh. And I couldn't remember a thing. Not even who or what I was. But I must remember. I had some kind of purpose, or maybe a mission. In order to remember that, I have to remember who I am. Who am I? What is my name? Where was I born? What was my birthday? I need to remember something. Anything. Age. Age. That's my little secret. 18.
So happy.
I look like I'm 18. I'm 18. Oh, so that was your age. Oh no, I thought you were being a little bit too flattering. When I asked myself how old I was, the number 18 floated to my mind. Beatrice? For real? Another one?
Android 18?
Be honest, I don't really feel 18. My mind felt much younger than that, and my pathetic body felt much older. You see, so you're 18, and that's all you can remember. Nodded weakly. Nodded weakly. Ever knew that knowing nothing about yourself can make you feel so powerless? In that case, until you remember your name, let's give you the name Toya, written with the characters for 18. Hachijo Toya. What do you think? Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Yes, I must say I'm impressed with myself very much with that one. It's alright. Hachijo Ikuko gave a satisfied laugh. From then on, I took on the name Hachijo Toya. My inability to move my body was apparently due to a traffic accident. And that day I've been hit by a car, and Ikuko had picked me up from where I lay on the street. If she hadn't hit the brakes, she probably would have driven straight onward thinking she ran over a dead dog or something. Later on I, perhaps rudely, suspected that the one who hit me might have been Ikuko herself. When I saw her completely undamaged front bumper, I gave up on that theory.
Did you check the back bumper though?
She was driving in reverse.
Or the sides? She could have like drifted into you.
Freaking initial D took a drift straight into her. Oh, and I'm thinking about an anime again. I want to go off to She did it on purpose. She probably wanted a child. A man. A man? They are keeping the gender pretty vague about this unknown person here. Like, I
Or does it
assume it's
make it
Featherine.
harder to guess who it is?
Yeah, but if
What do you
you
mean,
Toya here, like,
oh.
we assume, at least right now, it's probably having to deal something with Featherine. That doesn't seem quite right. But that aside, like, I don't think you would be able to infer what their gender is yet. If you didn't have any beforehand knowledge of anything. Ikako lived in a small but lovely mansion. It's always a mansion! Mansion.
She did say she was rich.
Mansion, rich, freaking someone who doesn't know who they are.
Just wait until you see her giant portrait in the entrance hall.
There's like freaking. She likes detective novels. Ichiko lived in a small but lovely mansion on top of a small hill, in a village with a view of the sea. Umi. She also owned a hill behind her and was more than capable of enjoying the 4 seasons in privacy. As time passed slowly, my rehabilitation continued and my ability to move improved little by little. Winstow Mansion. Maybe this is it. It's full of women.
I'd say the Kuadorian was a womansion.
No,
It was
Kinzo.
made for one woman.
Yeah, but that's still Kinzo's mansion.
I guess.
They're bearing Silent Hills. However, it seemed to really had suffered some form of brain damage. Yeah, me too. Finding out who I was looked like it would be a very difficult task. In the beginning, when I couldn't bear not knowing my identity, my head often hurt so much it felt as though it would explode. However, I slowly accepted the fact that I was a new person with a new name of Hachijo Toya. As I slowly accepted, the headaches became less frequent. The whole time, no memories returned to me except for the fact that I had been 18. However, I was unable to remember any more. Unable to even be sure that 18 was my true age. And eventually, I stopped trying to remember my former self. Good morning, Toya. It was quite the storm last night. A typhoon, even.
Better check out all the mates.
At the storm last night, were you able to sleep well? Headaches. Natsu, is that you? No, but the headaches went away. Natsu. Am I both? I guess.
I could take this one just so I have something to do. I had some trouble falling asleep. So I decided to read your manuscript.
My. How far did you manage to get?
I finished it.
Read all of it in one go. Now, there's a surprise. Managed to read through all of that in a single night.
I was surprised too. Once I got into it, I'd finished before I knew it. It was like I was just skimming it, or maybe like I was reading each page in a glance.
Sounds like you have some talent at speed reading. So, how was it? What did you think of it?
I liked it a lot. Still, if you don't explain that part about the ocean currents a bit more clearly, it might be a little unfair for the reader.
Ocean currents.
Oh, but I thought it was great that you had the foreshadowing with the ring right there at the beginning. After I finished it, I had to go back to the beginning and slap myself for being so easily tricked.
Alright, Ryukishi gassing himself up. Frickin' glazing himself over to frickin' puzzle a billion times wasn't enough. He needs to go back and glaze how he wrote the story.
Isn't my foreshadowing cool? Man, you should reread my story, dude.
No, I don't know if I want to.
I think that feeling's the best part of a detective novel. Did I say something to offend you? If I did, I apologize.
Love yourself the way Yukishi loves Ryukishi. I wish I could.
I don't think any other human can achieve that.
Of course not. Why are you apologizing? I'm just shocked, that's all. The pertinence of your remarks is commendable. It seems you must also have some talent as a critic or a detective novel writer. Detective novel writer. Oops.
I think at this point I started thinking this could have been Yasu. That was my theory.
How would he have ended up in the middle of basically nowhere?
Well, it did say the mansion had a view of the ocean, so it's unlikely, but
It's
you know,
I was thinking it's similar to similar to the Kodorian when it was being described, but there was no way that it could have been. It's a completely different mansion for sure.
Well, it's both the detective novel stuff and also like not being voiced, which I guess is a fair trick to do just so you don't know who it is. But Yasu also wasn't voiced for most of episode 7.
Well, would have given it away.
Yeah, that's the theory I landed on around this part.
From across the fog of oblivion. You know what else has oblivion? Kingdom Hearts. You should play that.
Erica was in the Oblivion. Maybe just Erica.
Kingdom Hearts reference. Maybe you might find her in Kingdom Hearts if you play more of it.
No, that's impossible.
You know what? Maybe we gotta finish all of Umineko today so that you could have time for Kingdom Hearts tomorrow.
Who says I'm gonna play tomorrow even if you finish this?
Oh, damn. I can't even threaten you with money since I spent the last of my Christmas money. It's like yesterday. I'm It's probably a mistake, but I had a craving for some like peach ring gummy candy, and so I bought like a 5-pound bag last night.
Ah, that's awesome.
Just on a whim. Like, man, I barely have enough money. Guess I'll get this. Oh, hell yeah. No, give me more money so that I can give the money to him. So it's like twofold.
Yeah, give the money to Damien and that'll turn off my donation, so he'll have to keep the money.
I'll keep the money safe. You know what? I can just gift you more games. What are you gonna do? Refuse them after I already bought them?
Yes! I can't just refuse games.
You know, I still need to buy him the second Kingdom Hearts collection.
No,
to lock him into playing every single game.
Fuck off.
He only has the first collection. He needs the one that has Kingdom Hearts 3 in it. I seem to remember myself fighting and arguing about mysteries or something. It really does give the impression that maybe it could be Yasu, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't totally off the mark with my guessing.
Alright, yeah, I can see it. I feel pretty confident that it's not, but I can see it.
I was so locked into it. I truly believed.
So, what was that? What did she mean about lying down in a garden when she was on the street?
Just her way of making a joke, I guess. I mean, obviously it wasn't lovely weather either.
I think rain is pretty nice weather.
Would you go lie down in it?
It's
outside?
Yeah.
When it's fucking pouring?
I love rain, dude.
Just get fucking drowned?
Yeah. If I wasn't so lazy about like changing my clothes afterwards.
Maybe she's a freak like you are then. She loves rain.
I remember myself fighting and arguing about mysteries or something like that. That way of fighting, which I must have learned in the past, sent a surge of excitement through me. What? Blood? Mystery. Fighting. I had her. I accepted a painkiller and swallowed it with fresh water brought up from the well. How long ago was this? Well? You don't have, like, running water? Who am I? Really? But no matter how much I thought, I couldn't remember. I was told that the frequency of my headaches could be lessened by brain surgery, but there was also no guarantee that would do my memory any good. Miko said that she would let me have surgery if I wanted it. However, I refused. Even if I can't remember it, the real me is still there, sleeping inside my head. I was scared that surgery might harm me. I would be scared of any sort of brain surgery way back whenever the hell this is. I would barely trust brain surgery today.
Yeah, I would never trust that shit either. If I can get away with not having brain surgery, I will take that option.
I think even if I suffered some brain damage, I would rather the brain not get any more damage.
I can tell.
It goes really
My
well
brain
with
is
a bit of
beyond
coffee.
saving anyway.
He is like real Natsui vibes here. What the hell?
With my Yasu theory, I thought it was like a sly little reference to how many times Will kept telling Leon to not think about things, or else they'd get a headache.
Oh, that is a pretty good connection there.
I thought that was a real Rikishi thing to do.
But now I've gotten used to dealing with headaches. As long as I don't force myself to remember the past, the headaches don't torment me every day. So, bit by bit, I became free of the headaches and got used to my new life as Hachito Toya. Or flat. Oh, actually, thinking of that. I don't know why talking about Ryukishi and earlier. Well, because he wrote Silent Hill F. That's probably why. But regardless, I was thinking. Shut up, darn. I was thinking, if that freaking thing ever does get fixed, the stupid remote play thing. If you wanted to remember like how the story went so far, you can you can watch me like basically speed run through the game.
I could do that. My memories of it are still pretty good. I can just go through my own stream as well, so I don't see anything that I haven't seen myself.
He's denying me the right to play the game again. So sad. I can't show off my 6 skills.
I want to watch someone who's played it already.
He doesn't want to watch and see
until
how
I finish it.
Good I am and be mad at how ungood he is. He doesn't want me to see me.
Why is this guy who has played the game like 6 times better than me? I've only played it 90% once.
Gradually, my interest shifted from myself to Ikuko. Hachicho Ikuko, a very strange woman. First off, she was apparently the daughter of a very well-off family. Just as she had said. However, she was considerably eccentric. And the various mischievous incidents she spoke of had apparently gotten her within an inch of being disowned. What did she get into? As a result, she had been given this house and been ordered to live here quietly and alone. She had never been a particularly social person, so she happily accepted this new state of affairs. However, living however she pleased with servants to take care of her. She had no friends. No one ever came to visit. Besides me, the only one she ever talked to was Burn, an old black cat she kept as a pet. Burn?
Also old?
Just ancient hag?
And over there was her mate, Erica.
How does this all connect with, like, Beatrice and everything? I didn't know her real age. She didn't seem to be too old to marry her yet. But she wasn't likely to meet anyone new leading an isolated life like this. Alright, you marry her then. By her insistence that she hadn't That she just hadn't met anyone worth the trouble. I felt as though she had already given up on marriage. Her everyday life changed very little. She would either read through the many detective novels that were brought to her, or else write detective novels herself. At first I thought she was some novelist at a private retreat, plugging away at a new book. However, the manuscript she finished just ended up clipped together in a pile. With me as the sole exception, it didn't look like she gave them to anyone else to read. A novelist is someone who writes novels for other people to read, so I figured you could hardly call her a novelist when she kept writing novels no one would ever read. Yuko-san, why don't you ever show these? Oh, that's you. Inner monologue stopped.
Ikuko-san, why don't you ever show these to anyone?
I show them to you. Only the better ones, of course.
Haven't you ever thought of sending one to some publishing company? It's a shame for things to be this way, when your works are so interesting.
My works can't stand up to the pros. I sent one in once, but it was absolutely no good. I understand my position. This is just an amateur's pastime.
Fails once and just immediately gives up. I don't think amateur is a fitting word for someone who's so well versed in detective novels from all times and places across the world.
Being a big eater doesn't mean you'll make a good cook. Being a good cook is easy. You just gotta shove an entire stick of butter in there. Good food.
Spoken like a true big eater.
I did it like yesterday. Absolutely massive breakfast. Higher diced up like medium-sized potato and a couple eggs. Nice ton of bacon. I'm pretty sure I like clogged up my heart just a little bit. This is probably shortened my life by like an extra week or so. Tasted real good though. This is the food. It was real tasty. Reading every detective novel you get your hands on provides no guarantee of being a good detective novelist. That's how it is. This is why this is nothing more than a pastime.
Is it really fun to write novels that you won't show to anyone?
It used to be. Once.
What about now?
I like getting to hear your opinions. At any rate, I finished writing the chapter. I'll go make some tea, so would you mind reading it again and sharing your thoughts with me? Saying this with a smile, Kiko burst or thrust the pile of manuscript paper at me. When it comes to detective novels, reading and writing are the same. It's boring if you just do it by yourself. You only get something really precious when you share the world with someone else. Alright, I don't know why that confused me for a bit. Headache. Oh yeah? Are you okay? I'll go get some headache medicine.
I'm fine. I'm more interested in this manuscript. I can't wait for the new chapter.
The seasons passed. Together with Ikuko in this town whose name I didn't even know. You'd never asked her? Seems like she could tell you if you just ask. I don't think it's meant to be a secret from you or anything. I spent my...
this town? It's called Rockinjima Town.
Oh. Ick. Wait a minute. Entire town we don't know of? Oh, it's probably like on the other side of the island.
The other side, yeah.
The other side. In my days, debating detective novels and talking about ideas for new plots. At a glance, they must have appeared to be to be stale and unproductive days. However, I found satisfaction in my new life at Hachito Toya. Oh, nice sunset. Did you create a night sprite just for this, like, scene transition?
So much effort into this.
Huh. Interesting track choice. And so, the curtain closes on the stage of Kurokubi Island. The end. With a dramatic flourish of her fountain pen, Iko signified that her manuscript was now complete. What do you think? Tried using your plot to make Tsuchiko's tragic love scene at the end a bit more moving.
I think it's very good. I think that last farewell is sad enough to make it moving as a story, not just a reasoning puzzle.
That's thanks to your plot? Compared to this work, everything I've written before now is worth little more than scrap paper. Even as I was writing it, I was excited to be the first person in the world who got to read it. I never felt that before.
I just mentioned some ideas. You're the one who turned them into such a fascinating story, Yukuko-san.
We got an autumn version of this too. Before I knew it, she had roped me in as well. And I too have dipped my toe into the world of detective novel writing. Hiccups. Apparently, the old me had possessed some knowledge of mysteries and detective novels and the like. My talent seemed to be of a fairly unorthodox kind. I turned famous mysteries from across the world under a head, always looking to twist those ideas into something new. However, a few ideas aren't enough to make a book. No meal is complete if all you can do is chop up vegetables. I would beg to differ at the phrase.
I think you can definitely make a meal out of just vegetables.
You can make a very nice vegetable soup. One of my favorite meals is just a whole load of vegetables all up in a big soup pot.
Well, then you need the soup, so...
it's just like water and some flavoring. A salad.
Yeah, salad, there's one.
A salad's also pretty good. Distinct to Kuko's writing, a skill she had built up over many years, that my ideas were transformed into a work of fiction. The first work that we have authored together, The Strange Shell of Kurokubi Island, had brought out the best of our individual quirks, and, though I hate to brag, it had turned into a masterpiece that we could show to anyone without shame.
Title kinda sucks though, honestly.
Vegetarian meat and potatoes? I don't know about vegetarian meat. I don't think I've ever actually tried, like, vegetarian. It just doesn't sound appealing to me. I'd rather just have, like, actual meat. The thought of, like, just a fake, not real meat that tries to be like meat just doesn't sound good at all. Hello? Please bring us some champagne. Bring a glass for yourself as well. This is the best work. This is the best work ever created within these walls. Let's celebrate. Kuko called for some champagne over the internal phone line. Joined by the servant who happened to be working that day, and the cat Burnt, you gave the cat some champagne. We raised our glasses high and toasted our accomplishment. Putting this night backdrop to use. we had to see it for a few seconds.
Ikuko-san, I have an idea if you don't mind.
Alright, so there's this island, right? It's called Rakinjima.
I feel like you would know about it. Fucking exploded.
We don't know if this is by the time exploded or not.
Oh, it could be before it? Yeah, true.
Let's hear it. There's never a wrong time for your ideas, as long as I'm not in the shower or in the on the can. Alright.
Why don't we try submitting our book? I've never read something like this interesting before. I'm sure lots of other people want to read it.
You think so? I tried once in the past thinking the same thing, but the result was...
I believe in your talent, Ikuko-san. What about you?
Did I just blank out for a second? Okay, no.
You kind of did, yeah.
I was reading something Darn was saying. That a
Screw the
freaking
animals. Only a Pokemon.
don't. This is why Pokemon aren't real. People like you is why the like Gardevoir like a life-size plush sold out instantly. Of course. I believe in your talent. Ikuko? Ikuko
Yeah.
sing this?
Yeah, because they wrote this together, remember?
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
Then it's decided. To Ikuko-san's big debut.
Itoya's big debut. Cheers. We clinked our glasses once more. The evening wore on. Rain. Typhoon. I must have had way too much to drink. Before I knew it, I must have passed out on the sofa. There's a blanket covering me. Yuko-san must have put it there. The lights were out in the study, but it wasn't dark. And computer's where? Computer's monitor was glowing. Outside had started to rain. Remind me of the day Ikuko-san. What is the time period this is taking place in? I'm so confused. You have a computer, but you don't have like running water or something? You got to get water from a well? What's going on?
Well, Maida Well is really close to the mansion. She's never bothered to make faucets.
That's stupid.
Or maybe the water here is bad and she wants fresh water.
Well, water can't be that fresh.
This is why we need the dam project.
Dam?
It's a Higurashi reference.
Oh. Oh, damn, without the N. So it's totally different. That's just how a Silent Hill F reference. It's a dam.
The Silent Hill F reference is just a Higurashi reference.
It is. That's the only reference Ryukishi could put in, because he wasn't allowed to put in that cleaver.
Man, I wish that cleaver was in there.
That's insane. It's not even a cleaver by that point. It's freaking Buster Blade, dude. Buster Cleaver.
It could have been like a good New Game Plus weapon.
Maybe. Outside it started to rain. Remind me the day Ikuko-san found me and took me in. The guy using the bat is a reference too, is he?
I wouldn't go that far, honestly. Like, just a Japanese boy with a bat doesn't immediately become a Higurashi reference. He's also nowhere near as cool as Keiichi.
He hates him. Because of that, whenever it rains, I find myself wondering who I was, and I usually get headaches. So I wasn't sure whether the pain was because of the rain or because I drank too much.
Ikuko-san.
Oh.
Turn on the lights. Using a computer in the dark is bad for your eyes.
She's in here too. Oh, did I wake you up?
No, I slept well.
Would you say that waking up in the middle of the night? I'm like getting to sleep all that much.
Thanks to that, I feel refreshed.
An impossible feeling.
Had a beautiful 3-hour sleep.
That was basically me last night. Turned on the light and looked out through a gap in the curtains. As I thought, it was the sort of pouring rain that always reminded me of that day.
It's raining pretty hard out there. The wind looks pretty strong too. I hope the rain gutters don't get clogged with leaves again.
I just had them cleaned the other day, so they should be fine for a while. Her answer sounded a little abstracted. Digital circus reference? However, her attention was absorbed by the computer.
You've been pretty hooked by that computer lately, Kuka-san. Did you find an interesting article or something?
It may be a bit juvenile, but it's still pretty interesting. You know, the Kojima incident.
Rockin' Jima?
We're gonna find out this actually is like Beatrice or whatever. You just got blown to another island and survived. Or 18. We don't know the gender of this person yet.
18 would mean it could be any of the cousins.
Sick.
Like around that range. Except Maria, I guess. Unless it's very far in the future. And also, she doesn't have a fucking jaw. Probably a more pressing concern.
Those genders revealed earlier in the story. Yeah, well, I wasn't paying attention.
Was it? I don't think it's been mentioned yet.
Well, let me theorize incorrectly.
I don't think the gender's been mentioned, honestly.
Told you about the Akinjima mystery a few days ago, remember? It's been really huge on the net lately. The discussions, theories, and especially the forgeries have been quite entertaining. The forgeries are stories with the premise that further message bottles signed by Ushimiya Maria existed and washed up on one of the nearby islands. Only too happy to share knowledge of the subject if you'll continue our explanation at length. However, a huge bell was clanging inside my head. The noise was so great that I thought my head was split open. There's the bell!
There it is!
Unable to tell what was the floor and what was the ceiling, I crumpled and clutched at my head. Toya, are you okay?
My head hurts.
Rakinjima explosion accident. The many disquieting rumors about it. The scheming of the relatives after Ushimi Kinzo's vast wealth and hidden gold. And the truth? Ushimi Eva, the sole survivor, said nothing. Eventually, the granddaughter, Ushimiya Angie, who escaped harm because she was absent that day, would inherit everything. Angie. Ushimiya Angie. I am... Ushimiya... No good, my head splitting. George! Come on, Joe.
And that broke my fear that it could be Yasu, because Yasu would not be at the airport.
Ah, it's gonna turn out that her brother actually was alive. That would be funny. Also, what?
He was guaranteed dead in red, though. Damn. I was gonna say also she wouldn't be looking straight at Shannon, as in one of those flashbacks. Yeah.
An incomprehensible scene pierced my eyelids from the inside like a blade of light. Just what am I looking at? Who are these people calling to me? Not by the name Toya. Well, it's the only one we haven't seen yet, Maria. Oh, there she is, alright. Who am I? Who are these people? What is this memory? Who's... oh no, I'm thinking back to what people said, like, after the... I think it was after, like, at the end of chapter 1 or something? It was like, they found the remains of, like, most people but there were some they couldn't find the remains of at all. And I'm trying to remember.
They found remains, but they couldn't identify any of them.
Well, one of
except
them
for Maria's jaw.
Yeah, so that one would be obvious because how small it was. Help me, Akiko. Someone else's memory. It's hurting me. My head splitting. You can hear the sorrowful sound of wind. Oops, I clicked off that thing. And that must be rain. Who am I again? I am Ushiramiya. Oh?
Please say something.
Voices calling me. Dad. And Mom. It can't be them. In 1986, on Rokijima, Mom and Dad... Angie, hang in there. Can you hear Daddy's voice? Why can we say Daddy?
Please say something, Angie.
Mom, Dad. I'll say it out loud. Mom, Dad. Angie! Angie, thank goodness. I feel my body being lifted up firmly and hugged roughly. Mom and Dad are hugging me. My eyelids have been open for a while now. I could feel the light slowly returning to my eyes. Just like your eyes get used to the dark, my eyes got used to the light, and, bit by bit, the scene around me came into view. In the Golden Land? However, it was an unusual sight, which seemed to be very far away. My body was being hugged by Mom and Dad. Dad was sniffling, his face covered with tears. There were tears in Mom's eyes too, as she hugged me tight. It was so strong that it hurt a bit. I was the bad kid who wasn't obedient, always had an excuse, and who had always tried to do the opposite whatever parents said. That was why they were holding me tight, to make sure I didn't head down the wrong path. As my eyes adjusted, I could see other people beside my parents. Everyone was there. Dora Joni-chan, Jessica One-chan, Mario One-chan, my uncles and aunts, even Sakutaro. This is stupider than just having like Nanjo like included in a scene. Yo, Sakutaro's here too. You. And then there was the Witch Regalia and Renove, and
Right, I was Angie. Where?
You were fortunate. By chance, we found you drifting in the waves of the sea of emptiness. You were in a terrible state. Took much time to make you remember your true form.
Beatrice. So this is...
How'd they pull off the plan to rescue her?
They didn't. They just found her.
Just drifted along? Oh, I guess they did shove her body, like, in a pit or something. After she fell.
It was a miracle.
The Golden Land. Your whole family's been waiting for you to return.
We knew you would come home.
Just after reading the book, after her brother said no. They're being tricked. So what? The entire thing with Toya was just like a dream? Things are a bit confusing. Actually, we'll more of that later. Did I come home because I was supposed to? Didn't I return to the form I was meant to have and then... No. You did come home.
That's right.
あなたが私たちのところへ
You
帰
made
り
it
たい
back
と
here
願っ
because you wanted to come home to us.
お父さん、お母さん、
Dad, Mom,
私は
I...
今は何も言わなくていいわ。
You don't need to say anything.
大変な冒険をしてきたわね。
You've been on a great and terrible journey, haven't you?
Pick one. Something can't be great and terrible.
Great as in grand, large, big.
大変な冒険をして
You
きた。
took that journey all by yourself.
Yes. Just that was a jab at you for not understanding how terrible can also mean great when we was talking about that hammer that was given to Susie.
What? When have I ever said something like that?
Whenever it was described as like the Smith giving the heroes like a terrible weapon, you mentioned how it could be not good because it was described as terrible.
As a joke, probably.
It wasn't a joke. You were very sure.
No!
I wouldn't have remembered it if it wasn't so damn funny
Well,
to
I
me.
don't remember it. Don't try to gaslight me about things I said.
I know the things you said. You should know my.
I also know the things I said. I
You-
know me.
It's just not enough, apparently. You know how good my memory is at the stupidest things that don't matter
Well-
one bit.
Apparently it's not that good because you're wrong.
Oh yeah? Do you want me to spend the next 30 minutes looking it up?
No.
Because I'll
you'll
be
be wrong anyway.
Because I'll be right.
You'll be right about what you thought you heard or read. I don't even know if I said it or wrote it. But I definitely wasn't fucking serious.
Mm. I can't search things in fucking Discord streamer mode.
Stop searching things. Get on with it.
You got lucky this time. Yeah, but I'm less dumb.
これで分かっただろ
Understand now, don't you?
もう
You won't
忘れ
forget
ない
again? Understand, Dad.
お前の
This
帰る
is
べきと
a
ころ
place
だ
you
って
can
ことだ
always call home.
I know.
When I gave that answer, Mom and Dad hugged me again. But tears fell into my face. They were Mom and Dad's tears.
無事でとはとても言えない姿だったけど。
Alright, might not be the best way to
よか
put
っ
it,
たわ。
but I'm so
帰っ
glad.
てきて。
Glad you came home.
おばさん、
Aunt Ava.
私のことをいくらでも
Feel free to
憎
hate
ん
me
で
as
くれ
much
て
as
いい
you
んだ
want,
から。
but your mom and
お
dad.
父さんとお母
But give your
さん
mom and dad a million
あなた
kisses.
のことを
Give a kiss to everyone who
いつ
cared
も
about
思
you
って
so
るね
much.
おばさん、
Aunt Ava.
あなたのもう一人のお母さんに
And say I'm home to your
ど
other
うか
mother.
ただいまと言ってあげる。
Mom gave me a push from behind, and I stumbled forwards. Towards my other mother.
エヴァ、お
Ava.
母さん。
Mom.
Mom too?
ちっちゃ
Mom free, actually.
Oh.
私がそう呼べてい
If
れば
only I'd called you that on the day
私は
I might
何
never
も
have messed up.
謝ることがな私たちは
We might have been
新しい世
able
界を
to create a new
二
world
人で生み
together.
出せたもういいのよ。
In the
エン
past
ジェちゃん
now.
は帰ってきて
You've
くれ
come
たん
home.
だから。
You don't
もう
need to say
何も言わ
anything
なくていい
else.
お母さん、
Mom.
お母さん、
Mom.
おかえ
It is a nice moment.
り。エンジェちゃん。
Pretty nice one, yeah. Welcome home, Anju-chan.
あなたは
You're
私の可
my
愛い
precious daughter.
お母さん、
Mom,
あなたはいつまでも
you were always, to the very end,
最後
the
まで
one looking out for me the most.
Two of them hugged each other quietly, burying their faces in each other's shoulders and sobbing. The truth wasn't worth anything at all. In the
Of
first...
course you decided after you read it.
Angie, please. In the first place, the truth is always in the past. The point of the future isn't to learn what happened in the past. What really matters is whether I truly live and prosper in the truth that is the now. How can there be any truth in a life not truly lived? Back when I only ever tried to see the truth of the past, I was nothing more than a ghost trapped in that past. And since that time, I haven't lived a single day. Now I truly understand. This is what real truth is.
I think I'd like this change of heart more if she didn't read the truth already. It feels kind of like, no, actually, this sucks. I don't like it. I'll just live in ignorance, thank you. I will live. And I remembered how much everyone loved me.
Because I was young and selfish, I didn't even remember until now. The kind grandpa who has always spoiled me. The entertaining aunts and uncles. All of the kind and gentle servants. Why are you seeing freaking Chan on here? It was always warm. We're still trying to hide.
Can't have Shannon in the same scene.
And yet, because I was young and cruel, I never even tried to retain any of those memories. Everyone was so distorted by my irresponsible imagination, and I completely forgot how things were. Now I can remember it clearly, and I understand. It's true that the Halloween quiz party itself was an illusion. We never did anything like that. But there are all kinds of other fun things we did do when the relatives gathered. Things that were no more or less fun than that party. Then, for the first time since the start of the game, I went up to each one of them to greet them, thank them, and apologize. To thank Grandpa for always pampering me. To thank my aunts and uncles. To thank the cousins for always playing with me even though I was so selfish. And to thank the creatures of fantasy and apologize to them. I think I said something horrible to Sakatara once in the past. And to Marione-chan too.
Marione-chan, you really were a witch, weren't you? I've always been a witch. You approached that level yourself once, didn't you? No. I never really understood. I felt sorry for you and your magic. I could only feel sorry for you. So, I couldn't pick up a fragment of happiness. Couldn't even find one. You told me that yourself once, Une-chan. It can't be helped. It takes two to create a universe. I had Beato, but you were all alone. No. If only I could have called Aunt Eva Mom, there would have been two of us. I'm sure I'd have been able to create a new world with the same magic you used, Marione-chan.
All of it is my fault. The message bottles I threw into the sea for fun caused a distortion in your future and wore you down. I bear responsibility for that.
Yeah, seriously.
Not even saying no, it's fine or something. Just like, no, like, yeah, that was pretty messed up. Probably shouldn't have done that. Although it is true, if the message bottles had never existed, you wouldn't have people being all frantic and making up their own
Yeah, it would have been
theories.
such a big thing.
Like, people probably would have talked about the accident and what might have happened, but I don't think it would have gotten as big as it did.
Yeah, with people like copying the message bottles too. It's all because of your message bottles. Because of those, people started copying me and making forgeries, growing the story into something crazy.
However, the message bottle thrown into the sea by Beto did not name a specific person as the culprit. One of the forgers wrote a plausible forgery that had Ushimi Eva as the culprit. It spread like wildfire, bro. Wildfire. I should have known better than anyone that it couldn't possibly be true, but even I accepted it in the end.
It isn't your fault, Beato. No matter how many people around me had their baseless suspicions, there should have been only one truth inside me. And yet so easily, I abandoned my warm memories of all of you and surrendered my heart to them.
Oh no. If I had not thrown the message bottles, future Unkingdom would never have become a flourishing ground for such bizarre misconceptions. I have a responsibility for it all.
True.
Don't just hit her with the true, like, again.
That's right. It really is your fault after all.
Are you freaking... Are you saying it's fine, or are you saying it's not? Make up your mind. Basically my reaction right now. Little irritating to hear you say it so boldly. I changed my mind. You have your share of blame as well.
Yeah, you're right. You were at fault and so was I. Still, it'd be stupid for us to attack each other. After all, I'm a witch of the future. You're a witch of the past. I should be using that magic to build my future. We both bear responsibility in some way, but neither of us has the right to blame the other. I knew you could do it, Angie. I knew you'd be able to understand Mariage Sochiere's teachings. You're right. As the final member of Mariage Sochiere, it's my responsibility to pass on your magic. My magic can make everyone happy.
Indeed. We both have pure magic and wicked magic at our fingertips.
That's true.
How many times have they said
I'm just
true
agreeing with
so
everything.
far?
Magic can change completely depending on your heart. You can't use magic properly without the proper guidance. And proper magic can guide people to happiness. It is a wonderful thing. Bringing people happiness is the sole reason that witches wield magic. I'm very pleased that we were finally able to pass on this lesson to the last of the line of endless witches.
Sorry for failing to pass it down myself at all. Okay, no. Reread that.
Witch of the future, Angie Beatrice. I hereby retract your expulsion from Mariage Sochiere.
Transformation. Oh.
Only for a second.
Only for a second. Oh, Sakurazawa, you're here. Right.
I knew Angie would come back.
Congratulations, Angie-sama.
Back in the days when I traveled together with you all, I remember thinking I understood all this, but I didn't.
What is the freaking actual timeline of the future? It's so jumbled up, dude.
It's intentionally jumbled, yeah. It's very weird. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Witches cannot create a universe unless there are two. In the future, you will be alone. Will you really be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'm not alone anymore.
Are you sure you'll be okay? Last we saw, you jumped off a building.
I'll live with everyone. And I'll live in the future. I swear to keep living so that I can pass on the magic of Mariage Sochiere. Maria Onichan's magic has saved me too. There are a lot of people out there who need magic.
Where's Batward?
He's been kind of absent in this, huh? Teaching it the right way and saving as many people as I can is my mission as the final witch of Mariage Sochiere.
Will you truly be able to do so?
Of course, I have the power to do it. There's the golden magic that my predecessor, Eva Beatrice, spent so much time building. I've inherited all of that, right?
私がもう少し
If only my health had held out a little longer. I was planning to spend all of it on myself.
No, you weren't, you fucking liar.
So Ava's so greedy. As Angie laughed, tears poured from her eyes again. Everyone surrounded Angie with their kind, warm smiles. There's Battler. Battler stood alone in a rose garden maze, letting the rain quietly fall on him. After searching for some time, Angie found him.
Oni-chan.
Angie, who was feeling guilty, sensed anger in her brother's expression. So, she thought he was going to hit her. He would never. She shut her eyes tight. However, her brother touched her softly. He patted her head gently. See? The truth wasn't anything important, was it?
No, it wasn't. Even though you were here, waiting for me to come home in such a warm world, I had my back turned the whole time.
You learned the truth.
Yeah.
So, any hopes you had of someone miraculously surviving and coming back had been crushed. However, you now have a new mission and new hope to help you live in the future.
You kept those precious hopes safe for me. And I opened the box with my own hands, I let them all escape. It turned out worse than Pandora's box. Truth I didn't need to know flew out of the box along with all my hopes, leaving nothing inside but empty space.
That's okay. It's open now, and that's the... Empty box isn't so bad. It's a clean slate. Fresh start. And anyway, if you're harboring false hopes, sometimes it's better to just pull them out. Or better to just pull out the thorn. Battler left heartedly.
If you thought that, why didn't you just do it?
Then,
give her the truth and she'll be fine.
She obviously wasn't fine after the truth,
Yeah,
though.
she crashed out for like a few seconds, but now she's fine.
Then, with that same smile on his face, he told her, "We're already dead.
Yeah.
You lived 12 years in the hope that we might still be alive. Not anymore. That's over and done with."
Yeah. I know. Starting now, I'll step forward into a new life.
Kaito put Rakinjima in a cat box. The next witch, Auntie Eva, guarded a lid of that cat box her whole life. The witch after that was you. And you opened that lid. But so what? Why does the truth of the past matter?
Yeah. From now on, I'll truly live. And I'll make my own personal truth prosper.
Good luck. Final witch, the Mirage Sorcerer. I read Maria's Grimoire. It's a great book with some really good stuff written in it. Even the Bible needs a translator. But Maria's Grimoire probably needs one too. You will be that translator. You gotta teach it to kids who are in the position you once were. That's your new mission as the new witch of the future.
Yeah.
I'm gone. But always be behind you, watching over you.
I know. And not just you. Everyone else too.
We all love you. And we'll love you forever and ever. Don't forget that.
I won't. Never, never, ever.
She leapt in Battler's chest and sobbed. Humans were sad creatures who can learn but not unlearn. She already learned. The cruel, terrifying, merciless thing, capable of destroying even the miracle called hope. However, there was still one tiny fragment left gripped in her hand. Her family's love. If Angie could just remember that love and hold on to it tightly, then she could surely live on. She could stop herself from taking that single step into nothingness. Besides, the Arkinjima cat box hasn't yet been opened completely. You've just taken a peek at what's inside. So now you must be the lid yourself. And this time, you'll be the one to protect everyone inside the cat box. Me and Dad and Kiryu-san, the cousins, the uncles and the aunts, grandfather and the servants, and all of the fantasy people.
Why'd he mention Yasu 3 times? Yeah, this time I have to protect everyone.
Ruining the moment. Oh hey Lambda.
Then shouldn't you hurry up a bit?
From the other side of the rose bush came the sound of popcorn beating. It was Lambda Delta.
I'm pretty sure you know this. The Baron is just about to hold a big party for the Book of the Single Truth. She's gathered beings from heaven and from hell, from the spirit world and from parallel worlds.
I thought that was Featherine's doing. Did she lie? She wouldn't lie.
If she announces what's in that book in a place like that, it'll all be too late, won't it?
I'm... Oh wait.
Going. I gave Berncastle the key. It's my responsibility. I'll go and bring it back.
The City of Books, that's it. But there's no way for us to get in. There's the barrier around that place.
She gave me this. With it, I can come and go as I please.
She just left it on you as she tossed you out?
What an idiot. She forgot to collect it when she threw me away.
Alright, yeah, I guess. Nancy fished through her pocket and there was a jingling sound. There was a bell with a blue ribbon tied to it.
That's it. One of those temporary entry passes that you get when you turn in your invitation. As long as you have that, at least one of you will be able to go into the City of Books. Well, as long as someone takes you across the Sea of the Fragments first. Lambda Delta, take me to the City of Books. No!
Angie.
This is my way of taking responsibility. I'll see that the Book of the Single Truth isn't made public. Are you serious? That place is a den of monsters among monsters. Now that you've lost Burn's protection, you'll be weaker than a fly. You'll be smushed and that'll be the end of you. You survive here again, Lamau. Ah.
The bell was stolen from Angie's hands. Lambda Delta. I'll go there. I just need you to take me and send me on my way. I'm an empty creature anyway, unable to exist outside the cat box. Angie, on the other hand, has to live unto the future. And you're also a person with a future. So, I'll go. I have nothing to lose.
No, this is my responsibility. My way of making up for what I did. If I don't do it myself, the future won't change at all, and I won't be able to save the cat box in the future.
And she tried to snatch the bell from Battler's hand, but Battler had no intention of giving it up. The two of them were grimly serious, but from the sidelines, it looked just like an ordinary squabble between two close siblings. Lambda Delta watched this conversation and shrugged. If she just had to take either of them to the City of Books, she wouldn't have to make any enemies, and there was no risk to her. All she cared about was which one would make the story more interesting. Nothing else. But then, she finally noticed.
Hold on. Hold on a sec, you two. Hold on. What's your problem? Save it for later.
We're having important sibling discussion here.
Okay, first off, let go of each other. Battler's holding the bell now, right? Jump, Battler.
Jingle, jingle. So why did I not read Battler's voice? jump like this.
He's so locked in.
跳ねてみて。
You next, Angie. Try jumping.
なんで私まで。
Why me as well?
Jingle, jingle.
Huh?
どうして。
Why?
If Battler was holding the bell, where did that sound come from? She hurriedly searched through her pockets. When she did, another blue ribbon bell came out of a different pocket than the first one.
それ
These are
同じ鈴だ
the same, aren't they?
そんな。
No way.
どうして二つ。
Why are there two?
私は一つしか
I
もら
was
わな
only
かった
given one of them.
どうしてかなんか知らないわ。
I don't know why.
でもとにかくあんたは。
But the point is, you've got two bells that'll get you to the City of Books.
Where would she have gotten a second one? Ava Beatrice maybe gave her one? Maybe she had one and gave her hers before tossing her out?
That seems pretty likely. Therefore, I don't have to sit here and watch the two of you play with each other anymore.
The pair of them gripped the bells and looked at each other.
From the very beginning, this game has belonged to the two of you. There's just been a slight change in who the opponent is. This game isn't a competition between you two. It's a fight over the cat box, which you two want to close the lid on one team, and Bernie wants it open on the other. Stumbled a bit on that one. And he has moved from Burns' team to Battler's team. That's all there is to it.
ラムダ出た
Lambda
Battler
Delta.
sneaks hers on Angie.
Take us to the City of Books.
I could see Lambda doing that. I hope you know I'm just taking you there. After I'm done being anything but a spectator. Just gonna be sitting nearby and watching to see exactly how we fight, what you do, and how Bernie's going to make mincemeat out of you both.
ラムダデルタ。
Lambda Delta, thank you.
Ooh, chapter break.
Yep, that's the end of that one.
We'll probably do in the next chapter and then the rest tomorrow? Maybe?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Alright, actually, this is a very long one. I know what's happening here.
Oh, the frickin' cat
We
battleships.
could get to a stopping point in this chapter.
Well, we can probably just get through all of it.
We can do that too.
Nice boats. Oh, yeah, scene break, so I guess it's still like 20 minutes away, but close enough for the usual 2-hour break, I guess.
2-hour break? God
Yeah,
damn,
the 2-hour break!
See you in a bit, I guess.
But no, I'm gonna finish my coffee, so maybe I'll go grab like a can of soda or something.
Yeah, sure.
Be back in a couple minutes.
I shall wait as fast as I can.
Are those the Nero emotes you keep using? I can't tell.
They are, yeah. If you hover over them, it says like Nvidal something. So,
Oh, but I can't see that with the chat client that I
well,
have.
I can just tell you that they are then.
Nice. Cool. Sick. Give me a bit to stretch. Should stretch whenever I get up during the break. Some reason I always wait until after I sit back down.
It has to do with on stream, so the viewers get all the sexy noises. I get it.
Shut the fuck up. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do after Umineko's over. I don't know what I'm gonna do on my weekends anymore.
There's like 20 bonus episodes to go through. We can do those.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that.
Or read the manga every weekend.
Nah. I figured some way to fill the time. Just I don't know what. I gotta get back to like the billion RPGs I started. Like I haven't touched Etrian Odyssey in like in forever, man. It's been like almost a month, maybe. I think I plan to start doing World of Final Fantasy on the weekends. Actually, play the game I bought. It's
I think with my weekends, I'll just start playing
Kingdom
Persona 5
Hearts.
Google Translated.
No, it's the Kingdom Hearts.
Mm,
Kingdom Hearts on the weekend.
maybe.
Weekend Hearts. Kingdom Weekend. I need to see if you're actually gonna like Chain of Memories gameplay or not.
Like Kingdom Hearts out of War just to piss them off. Alright, I'll start with 2, and then I'll do Chain of Memories after that.
That's
Or no, I'll do 3, then Chain of Memories, then whatever other fucking bullshit side game on like the DS or whatever. And then I'll do 2.
man. I wish there was a good way to play like the DS games, like actually, and not the stupid cutscene garbage.
I mean, there's emulators.
And you could do that. I think I remember seeing like an emulator. I think it was called Melon DS. People can like set up entire like preset things, and somebody made one that makes the main DS game play like pretty well on a controller, like kind of like a single screen type of thing. Like the menu that would show up on the bottom screen would show up whenever you like pause the game, like it would on a single stream sort of deal. It looked like a fun way to replay the game. I might try that. The other DS game, while it's one of the more fun games in the series, it matters so very little that it's entirely skippable, which is very sad, honestly. There's so many cool mechanics. Kingdom Hearts Recoded is that one. It's so sad. I would it's it's so funny how absolutely little it matters compared to every other game. Anyway, I was just stalling to enjoy my soda a bit. Are you ready to lock in for the rest of this 2-hour chapter?
2 hour? That's generous.
So what do you mean? It's gonna be longer? Oh no.
I think this might be the last chapter before the endings, honestly.
Really?
If I got it right.
Then maybe stopping midway might be best. If there's a good stopping point.
Mm, yeah, I think there's a point that we could end.
Alright. Let me know when we get to that, and then... I guess, depending on how things are, we either stop there or keep going until the actual end of the chapter. Or
Yeah, I
maybe...
would probably make this a shorter one, which I did think about. Like, it's gonna be one short stream and one longer one. That's what I said before already.
Yeah. It works for
Yeah.
me. Do be working. Sorry, just checking some other things. Or...
We'll see how far we are when we get there.
One of them had Twiwi characters. One of them did, yeah. They didn't really matter. But they were in there.
Just like the Final Fantasy X characters in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Pretty much. That's an apt comparison. You played World Ends With You, have you? Maybe not.
No.
It's pretty fun. Pretty fun game.
Alright, I'll put it on the maybe list.
Alright, you don't have to. I think the only good way to play...
mildly interested in it.
I think the only good way to play it might just be emulating the DS version. I haven't tried it, but I haven't heard too many good things about, like, the HD version. It's because they get rid of the second screen, and having the second screen added quite a bit to the gameplay and how everything worked. Like, having it just be a single screen, even though it's still, like, a touch screen, it's just a bit weird. All your favorite DS games? Oh, it's Darn's favorite DS game. I'm not sure I would call it my favorite DS game. I did enjoy it. But anyway, let's continue. Get back in. Shannon and Cannon stood guard in front of the door to the Golden Land. They glared quietly and fiercely at the eerie fleet of ships across the horizon. Is it a new Shannon sprite? That's what's going on. Her hand looking mighty tiny. You'd think maybe it would be bigger if she was, like, reaching it out. Outside of Umineko DS,
off on that one.
Umineko DS doesn't exist. Oh? Cannon also raised his right hand, and a blade that trailed red appeared there. Stop right there. Bid you to come any closer. You can have Cannon.
Oh, okay. If you do, I'll kill you.
Oh, it's so menacing. Stupid ass fucking cat sail. They could see a single dinghy leave the fleet and approach them. They couldn't tell if it was a messenger or the first wave. Cannon kind of watched it cautiously.
And then one goat came out and said, Shannon and Cannon aren't real, and then they're gone.
Fucking cool parrot hat, idiot.
This is also a unique sprite for the PS3 version. This wasn't in the original either.
Yes.
They just added a hat to her. It's so awesome.
So dumb. The head of that dinghy, rowed by goats, stood Erica. Where she had gotten that headgear from. They didn't mention it in the... Surely they don't mention this. Surely this is also new.
That's why they added it, because it makes it better.
Maybe she was trying to act the part of the fleet's leader. Optic on top of Eric's head as she glared at them with a audacious smile appeared to be a pirate hat.
I've come to deliver our terms. There will be room for negotiation. Please open the gates.
Adam kind of looked at each other. Why'd you swap sides? Erica was the one offering this deal. It wasn't likely to be anything agreeable. However, if they turned her away, the attack would probably begin at once. Since they were in a firmly inferior position, they wanted to buy time by any means they could. At Shannon's nod, Shannon erased his sword. The Golden was filled with a hard downpour accompanied by the occasional thunder. Realizing that this weather spoke for the emotions, Erica smiled even more boldly. At the center of the Golden Land was the arbor surrounded by the golden rose garden. A large number of humans and fancy creatures were there, arguing about something. Even without asking, it was easy to guess the nature of the debate by their anguished expressions. After all, in this life or death situation, they didn't have many options they could take. The direction Erika was being led, with her goat guards alongside her, Beto stood waiting, accompanied by the Chaser sister troops. Keep on calling Core. Noticing Beto, Erika gave a bow that at least appeared graceful. Beto followed suit and gave the sort of graceful bow that was rarely seen from her. I am Beatrice, the Golden and Endless Witch, and Master of the Golden Land, announced herself. So hinting that she was more than ready to go through with this farce, Beto introduced herself boldly and requested that Erika do the same.
We have been dispatched from the Great Witch of the undergoing drama and spectating's noble city of carefully selected books.
Such a long, stupid title.
I am the Witch of Truth, the commander of the library fleet, which is committed to bestowing honor and protection to books. My name is Furudo Erika. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Why does the library need a fleet?
Because they keep fucking describing it as a sea and it's ocean.
Ah.
So fucking why not?
Of course. Shall we get down to business?
You want to celebrate? We of the library fleet, dedicated to offering honor and protection to books, have come to bring good news to you all. First, I would like to announce that, after careful selection, the City of Books has acknowledged and accepted the game board created by the Endless Witch Beatrice as a great and honorable book.
A game board as a book? Oh, that is indeed a great honor.
This game board is a profoundly entertaining and original masterpiece worthy of close study. It deserves to be released for all of our subjects to read. And so the City of Books has ordered us to grant eternal honor and protection to this game board.
It is all quite long and boring. Get to the point.
We demand that you hand the entirety of this game board over to the Honorable City of Books. Doing so will give this board and its pieces the greatest honor and protection imaginable.
And if we refuse?
You will be prosecuted for the crime of monopolizing a great cultural artifact that ought to be shared among all of our subjects. We are here to notify you of the impending assault, one which will be waged by us to protect the benefits that are the rightful property of all subjects, not yours alone.
Are you not concerned that the shared property of all subjects might be destroyed in this assault of yours?
According to the Great Library Protective Regulations, should a criminal guilty of monopolization of a cultural artifact attempt to hold the aforementioned hostage in a refusal to surrender, the executive fleet may prioritize arrest over its protective duties, provided that they obtain permission from the Great Court. Of course, we have already obtained the Great Court's written authorization.
I imagine the word arrest is closely followed by dead or alive. Am I right?
My. I'm impressed that you can read those tiny letters.
It's how tiny they
Don't call me a
read.
fucking parrot. You're right, shut up. Now, enough fooling around. Let's hear your answer.
What do we have to gain by accepting your conditions?
Both of us will be saved the troublesome task. Furthermore, your brave and noble acts will be written down as a glorious final chapter in the City of Books. You do understand, right? You have no chance of winning. This won't even be a fight. It will just be you. It will just be you sitting there at the bottom of a well, looking up at the rocks being dropped on you.
So, you claim that my only option is to decide how the library which is right in my final moments.
The rest is up to you. If you treasure this game board, you ought to surrender. The pieces will be treasured by our many subjects for all time, and will be able to continue their roles on into eternity.
In other words, the tragedies I created will all... Well, In other words, the tragedies I created at will shall continue forevermore.
How is that any different from what you've been doing so far?
It isn't. Is there anything else? If not, I allow you to give me my answer.
Go ahead.
No. Like a tense
Fuck
slightly.
you.
After all, this was the great Lady Beatrice she was dealing with. You might shout, "Here's my answer," dramatically and do something crazy. They say a cornered rat is the most dangerous. Furthermore, Erica had intel telling her that the great Lady Lambda Delta, Witch of the Senate, had been spending her time inside the Golden Land, though only as a theater goer. Erica needed to carry out this noble task that her master had assigned her, and she had to carry it out perfectly. If she was honest, she wanted to make Beto raise the white flag, even by trickery if necessary. So even though this was a farce, she held back from giving any unneeded provocation. She gulped and tried to size Beto up. And then, with a pathetic expression on his face, Beto let out a sigh. I'll be honest. The truth is, I am tired.
What do you mean by that?
My game already achieved its purpose when my fight with Battler ended. And yet, for various reasons, the game has repeated several times since then. To be perfectly honest, I am tired of it.
To be honest, I certainly didn't expect that answer. So, you want to surrender? Really?
Simply put, I don't care. I don't care either way.
I don't care.
I don't care. It doesn't matter whether I surrender or whether we're vanquished by you. I simply wish to have the curtain closed on this game board and tell, regardless of who does the deed. Of course, that was a lie. She knew she couldn't win even if she fought. For now, their best option was to play for time. They would fix Erica's attention to this spot, and during that time, Battler and the others would steal the key from Birkenstow as she was completely off her guard. Once they had the key, they would return to the Golden Land, use that key to let Angie open the door to the future, and see her off. That was their goal. Everything after that would be inside the cat box. Angie would live into the future, with hope. No one would know whether Beto and the others were alive or dead. That was enough. The only strategy Beto and the others could use to achieve this was to buy time.
If you do surrender, it may be a bit of an anticlimax, but it'll save me a lot of trouble.
But well, it is not so simple. You see, it's just between you and me. As you may know, the great Lady Lambda Delta is staying here. She is, you see, pushing us to show her a dramatic climax.
That's a pretty cruel whim to force on someone.
Yeah, but you would know all about that with how the freaking Burn treats you.
How are a few wimpy people like you, the dregs of an already solved puzzle, supposed to fight against our fleet? With its hundreds of thousands of troops.
You're gonna trick Erica into pretending to show like a dramatic fight just to buy time? Is she really gonna be tricked by that? Very true. Very true. The gap in strength is overwhelming. We told her that it wouldn't even be a fair fight, but, well, Lady Lambda Delta didn't listen, and just said that she would bring some of her friends to support us, so we should fight with everything we had.
Lady Lambda Delta's friends?
Yes, more than one?
Yeah, unlike Burn.
Unlike Birkenstow, kept to herself, Lambda Delta had many friends. Her friends and patrons were all formidable, including monsters that had become legends in their own lifetimes and territorial lords commanding vast influence over their respective domains. In all seriousness, her fan club, as she so called it, had enough size and influence that no one could would have been overly surprised if it had suddenly declared itself an independent nation right in the middle of a sea of fragments.
Actual
Oh, her
dark
eyes
ancient,
are like
there he is.
whites. Which one of these is dark?
困ったこと
Probably
に
one of the big ones with how much of a simp he is.
やる気満々でな
To our dismay, Lady Lambda Delta is very much ready for action.
勝手に各地に
Without any regard for us, she keeps calling up friends and acquaintances on the phone from all over the place, telling them to come over. Of course, this was a lie. Lambda Delta had turned into a small candy comet and was now shooting towards the City of Books with Battler and Angie in tow. Make sure Lambda Delta and Battler's absences were not noticed. Everyone was crowded around the arbor, pretending to argue fiercely with each other.
バトラ様ご決断を
Alasama, give us your
我
decision.
ら煉獄の七姉妹
We, the Seven Sisters of Purgatory, are prepared for death at any time.
玉砕には反対だ
If we're only opposed to taking the last stand that would lead to our deaths, what could possibly be gained by dying?
あなたは腰抜けです
How can you be such a coward?
生きて領収の恥ずかしめを
It
受
is
けるなど
inconceivable that we should
考え
live
られません
on in shame as prisoners.
生きてこそチャンス
There
を
are
待てる
times
こ
where
と
the
もあ
mere
る
fact of being alive gives one opportunities.
そうですとも
Yes, indeed.
短期は損期とも
A short temper makes a bad leader.
マトラ
Battler!
男ならば
You call yourself a man, now it's the time to act
大
like
ラム
one.
ダデルタ様が
This
力を
great
貸して
Lambda...
くれるってんだろ
this great Lambda
Empty.
Delta Sama is willing to help us out, right?
同感や
I agree.
男には決断の時が
There
あ
are
るん
times
や
when a
で
man has to make a tough decision.
決断は選んだ内容
In many cases, the timing of a decision is more valuable than the decision itself.
降伏すれば
If we surrender, they might not be violent.
そんなことあるわけないわよ
Can't be serious.
それでもオスライ
Weren't you supposed to be a lion? And a male one
キ
too?
バはどこに行ったの
Where are
よ
your fangs now?
どうせ死ぬなら豚として
If death awaits us regardless, I would rather die as a wolf than as a pig.
あんたバカ
Are you
そう
stupid?
いうの犬死にって
Yes.
言うのよ
Saying you want to die like a dog? I am stupid. Oh, Nanjo's here.
It all depends on the strength of the support Lambda Delta Sun can provide.
ラムダデルタさ
Lambda
ん
Delta
本当
Sun.
にあなたのお友
Are your friends really strong enough to win against them?
かけない
The
降
gamble.
伏して死ぬか
Do we surrender and die, or do we take the gamble and die by losing?
あ
Interesting.
らなら賭けに出た方が
In that case, our chance for survival must be higher if we gamble on it.
大法院は名誉
An honorable surrender will surely cause the Great Court to show mercy.
バカ元老院だ
They're backed by the Senate, aren't they?
どうせなんだかんだ言って
Sure,
全員
no
断
hem
交
and
代に決ま
haw,
ったな
but we'll all see the guillotine in the end.
とにかく皆さん冷静に
Anyway, let's calm
頭
down.
を冷やしましょう
Cool your
私は
heads.
ことを荒立てることに
I'm
反対
opposed
で
to
す
letting our emotions control us.
君こそ冷静になるべきじゃないかね
Were you George
Was
last time,
George?
or was me?
We keep swapping with him, so I'm not sure. Why don't you calm down first?
相互確証破壊という戦略も
We
あ
have
る
another possible strategy. Mutually assured destruction.
こちらも
We may
ただ
not
で
be
済
able
ま
to
す気
win,
はない
but
とい
if
う
we can
戦
convince
略
them
は
that we plan on taking enough of them with us, that might force our opponents to show restraint.
つまりよ
Basically,
Almost look like Jessica's wearing that gauntlet.
そっちがやる気なら
if they're gonna pick a fight, we'll let them know we aren't going down without doing some damage first.
ラムダデルタの友達は
All of Lambda Delta's friends are incredible.
みんなみんなすごい
She knows lots and lots of witches, beasts, demons, and gods, all of which are really, really huge legends and histories. Even if the ships outnumber the stars in the sky, Lambda Delta's friends would wipe them out in a single blast.
Quite a commotion these guys are making.
だ
Coda
大
here
丈
too.
夫でしょうか
Will this really work?
私たちの演技
She hasn't seen through our act yet, has she? Shut up, Koda.
問題ない
It is
お
working.
前ももっと語気を強
I
め
must speak more forcefully as well.
霊光に行け
Do not worry about politeness.
腰抜け
Enough,
ど
you
もめ
gutless swine.
最後に一花咲
You
か
like
せ
it
てや
backwards
ろう
to finish with a bang?
違いはなちょ
Hold
お
on.
待ちください戦いを望まぬ者がい
Don't
るこ
forget
と
some
も
of
お
us
忘
are
れな
opposed to
く
fighting.
私は降参が良いかと思
I
いま
think we
す
should surrender.
何
What?
そうだ
Koda, you defeatist fool!
Surely Erica's catching on that Battler hasn't said a single thing yet.
They're trying to make enough of a commotion that she wouldn't notice. My lord, it's just an act! Koda is really bad at acting.
盛り上がってきたね
Well, it looks like the debate has gone quite heated.
Will we surrender? Or will we fight back? Which will it be? Nobody knows.
個人的にはわらわは幸福を望んでいる
Personally speaking, I would like to surrender. My purpose is to come to an end at any event. I would prefer that my game board is preserved the way I made it. I cannot bear to have Lady Lambda Delta continue to use it however she pleases.
こちらこそごめんです
We don't want that either.
あんたとは戦いに来ました
I came here to fight you, but I'm no match for Lady Lambda Delta's friends.
Secretly, Erica was getting worried at these complicated developments. She was relieved that she hadn't pushed too far, or too hard earlier on. She wanted to curry favor with Beito and end this with a bloodless takeover. Even a great Lady Lambda Delta probably wouldn't seriously think of picking a fight with the Senate. Her motto was probably something much more trivial, a simple desire to watch the game board's final fireworks from a front row seat. Right? Know your place, rat.
Darn would beat Erica in a 1v1.
Based? But she is like a literal child.
She does have a big magic sight, though.
That thing that Maria said about George, like in the fake stories, also applies to Darn, I see. However, she really did have some fireworks of her own prepared. It was at least possible that this could turn into a ruckus that Erica would have no chance of quelling. Beito saw all of this going on in Erica's mind, so she continued to act with an even more pathetic expression on her face. Even among witches, her acting ability was top-notch.
そなたもどうか力を貸してはくれぬか
Might you be willing to lend us some of your
わ
strength,
らわのゲーム版
so
が
that my game board's beauty will be preserved?
やはり
Yes, it was a great error to invite that busybody as a guest. Come on, surely she'll see through that.
わかりました
Honestly, Yasu being a good actor really tracks. I understand.
He's perfected it for like years.
私もことを荒
I'd like to end this quietly too, if I can.
で私はどのように
So, how can we work together?
わらわたちはさっきか
For
ら
some time now, we've been arguing over whether we should surrender or
わらわ
resist.
もそれに戻
I intend to return to debate myself to propose that we surrender and ask Lady Lambda Delta not to do anything that might destroy the game
そ
board.
れは助かります
That would please me very much.
どうしろと
So, what should I do?
わらわたちに議論の時間
I'd
を
like
保
you
証して
to
ほしい
guarantee that we have the necessary time to debate the
む
matter.
しろ
After all, your ships are surrounding and pressuring us at the moment. Everyone is so tensed at the thought that we may be attacked at any time that they're falling apart. So, if you guarantee that we'll have enough time to discuss this amongst ourselves, everyone will surely be able to keep their composure during that time. Furthermore, I will have enough time to convince Lady Lambda Delta.
いいでしょ
Very well.
う時
I
間
will go
は
along with
い
this.
かほど必要
About how long do you need?
できれば気前よく無制限とはいかぬか
Would you be gracious and avoid giving a specific
期限
time
があ
limit?
れば
The time limit is imposed, everyone will just fall apart again as the limit nears, possibly leading to an agitated decision.
そりゃそうですね
You have a point there.
導火線で大事なの
The most important thing about a fuse is whether it's lit or not.
その議論の前に導火
The
線
length of the fuse is trivial matter.
ではしばし時
In
間
that
をもらえる
case,
か
will give us the time we need?
わかりました
Understood.
議論の時間を保証します
I guarantee that you will have time to discuss it.
ただし無期限では
However,
ありま
that
せん
time will not be unlimited.
私はここで
I will wait here and listen in on your discussion.
それがそのだな
Well,
そなたの
as far as that
姿が見え
goes,
て
is
い
it
るがやはり皆
it is true that your
緊張して
mere
しまって
presence here has everyone on
私は
edge.
すでに譲歩をしました
I've already made my concessions.
今度はあなたが私
Isn't
の
it your
譲歩を
turn
する
now?
They were some distance away from the arbor, but still just about close enough that one could get a general idea of what was going on. It might just barely be possible to hide the fact that Battler and Lambda Delta were missing. to convincingly pretend to be engaged in a white-hot argument in gridlock. But absolutely nothing was safe at this distance. If it were possible, they would rather have kept Erica waiting much further away. They had planned to set up a seat of honor for their guest at one of the far corners of the garden maze.
何か問題でも
Is there some sort of problem?
わかったわかった
Okay, okay, don't make such a scary face. In that case,
ここでしばら
please
く
wait
待
here.
つがよい秘密
This
会
is
議があるからな
confidential conference.
園田はだな
So you must
この線よりこちら
come
に
no
来ては
closer
なら
than
ぬ
this line. Beto drew a line on the ground with her foot.
わらわの顔も立てよ
Let them see me in a good light.
そなたがこれだけ
It's clear to have
考えて
obtained a generous agreement from you. That will be a powerful weapon in my hands in the debate.
椅子もらえます
Did I get a chair?
わかったわかった
Yes, yes,
An
of
electric
course.
one,
シエスタだよすぐにエリカ
Mr.
に
Troops, bring Miss Erica a chair and umbrella at once.
手ぬぐいもな
And a hand
わ
towel
らわ
too.
が自ら拭いてピカピカに
Wipe
して
it
から
nice
差
and
し上げる
clean for you. She actually fall for that?
She did.
Lady, have there been any developments in our negotiations?
今年の主演女優賞はわらわに決まりだ
If
ぞ
anything's certain, it's that I'll be winning this year's prize for Best Actress.
And Erica in the distance. What was that? That's her Meiji-sama?
僕たちにできることがある激論
All
を
we can do is argue fiercely, squabble amongst ourselves,
ことがこじれれば面倒なことにな
and
る
make it look like things will turn for the worse if negotiations break down.
うん
Indeed.
これもまたバトラーたちを援護する
What
戦
we
い
begin
であ
now is a
る
fight, and as important as any other, to support Battler's group.
皆気を引き締めよ
Get yourselves ready, everyone.
本気で激論し
Let us
罵倒
argue and
せよ
insult with all we have.
Shinzo's gonna be so good at
いい
that.
な
Got it?
はい親方様
Yes, my lords.
His voice line there sounded a bit different.
はい親方様
It's like it's very clearly that he's like struggling to act here. The sight of Goda, his cheek red and swollen from being pinched, made everyone snort, but they quickly covered their mouths and... Oh, is that why he sounded like that? But they quickly
Yeah, the
covered their
kids
mouths and...
actually just attacked him.
Quickly covered their mouths, put their fingers to their lips. Then everyone nodded at each other, and the fake argument resumed. Echo was sitting on a chair and the sisters had brought her, feeling a... Go in on the details of negotiation. He's gonna actually understand. But would probably return until
she
the
brought the smart
rest of
ones.
the fleet. The fleet would tell Birkenstell, and Birkenstell might think of some plan to deal with the situation or give new orders. Conversation with the go ended and it spun around. Return to the dinghy and report on this to the fleet. It left the rose bushes behind and passed through the garden maze, heading towards the door that led outside. Would it really be okay to let that goat reach the boats? If it made it back, Erica's report would reach Birkenstow's ears. The Chaser sisters spoke through a secret channel that only they could use.
2秒ね音も許
2
さない
seconds, yeah. Won't even be a sound, yeah.
もうじきエリカの認識半径を抜けます
It's just about to leave Erica's fear of
船
awareness
頭のヤギの認識半径
and
に到達
assassinate
するまでの推定
until
10
its
秒間
range.
暗殺は実行可能です
Assassinate until it's in range of the boatman. ETA 10 seconds.
ベアトリーチェ卿
Lady
暗
Beatrice,
殺許可を
permission to
やれ
assassinate.
ます
We can do it.
エリカに毛だらけ
Erica
は
will sense nothing.
許可しない
You do not have
軍
permission.
師が制限
You
時
think
間
an
を増や
envoy
す
would leave their boat without setting a time limit?
連絡がなくば
The fleet would probably have
決められた
orders
時
to
間の
attack
後
if it
に
isn't
攻
contacted
撃を
within a
開始せ
certain
よ
period of
その
time.
ヤギを見逃せ
Let that goat go.
W 了解
The below. Understood. Go past through the door. Then, after receiving a silent bow from Shannon Cannon, it got on the dinghy and returned to the fleet. The fleet would probably follow Erica's orders and stand by until attack order was given. That gave the residents of the Godaland a chance to assassinate Erica, but of course that wasn't going to be possible, practically speaking. She was Birkenstow's greatest underling and a witch who controlled truth. Tricking her was all they could hope for. Anything else would be wishful thinking. She can't be that powerful. That actual fighting. Just beat her up. Shove her in a locker. What you gonna do?
He has a very powerful pirate hat.
Freaking PS3 buff.
あんたたちも座ったらどうです
Why don't you all have a seat too?
我らのことはお構い
You do not need to worry about us, ma'am. Without any hint that she had just been talking about assassinations, Double O stood upright with her hands clasped behind her back. Surrender or resist until the end, the Foss argument resumed. Just how well and how long would we be able to trick Erica? Yes, the final fight for the Golden Land had already begun.
バトルここ
Bator,
は我らに任せよ
you can count on us to handle things
そな
here.
たはエンジェと
It's time for you to take
最後
Angie.
のゲームを
You
取り
take
返
this,
すのだ
or for you and Angie to take this final game back. It's too much art of her in the pirate ad. Stop posting it.
It's no. So good.
なんてバカでかい
This
図
is
書館
one freakishly huge library.
この一冊一冊に私たちのような物語
I've heard that
が記
each
され
one
て
of
い
these
ます
books has a tale like ours inside it.
ここは
After all,
神様の
this
世界
is a world of the gods.
あんたたち風情が立ち入っていい場
You
所
can
じゃ
tell
ない
at a
って
glance
こと
that it's
が
not a place for the likes of you guys, right?
After passing through the barrier, the three of them had finally made it inside the City of Books. For some time, they were overcome by the countless otherworldly sights before them, but they quickly remembered their original objective.
いい
Okay, listen up.
まず勘違いしないでほしいの
First off, don't get the wrong idea.
あんたたちはベルンと戦いに来た
You
わ
two came here to fight Byrne,
でもそれはベルンと
but it
直接
doesn't
戦
mean
って
walking up to
倒
her and
すとか
attacking her
そ
directly,
ういう意
okay?
味じゃない
We know.
そもそも
In the first place,
大ベアドリーチェと互角にあん
you
た
were
が
only able to
戦
fight
え
the
たのは
Great Beatrice on an even footing because the game board protects you with rules that made it that way.
ゲーム版を出れば
If you leave the game boards,
あんたなんかバチンって叩かれて
you're more like something that'll leave a small stain on her palm when she swats you.
それを忘れるんじゃないわよ
Don't forget that, got it?
そうよね
Makes
こ
sense.
こはもう私たちの
This
知る
isn't the
ゲー
game
ム
board
版
we're
じゃない
familiar with.
俺たちは戦いに来たんじゃない
We didn't come here to
取り
fight.
戻しに来ただけだ
We came here to take something back with us.
そういうこと
Exactly.
一なる真実の書の公
You're
開
here
を
to
妨
prevent the
げる
book
こ
of the
と
single truth from being exposed to the public.
それだけが目的で
That is your
あんた
only
たちの
goal,
戦い
your
なんだ
only
からね
fight.
そこを勘違いしちゃダメよ
You better not be confused about that.
Battler and Angie nodded to show their understanding.
一なる真実の書は
The book of the single truth itself is being displayed openly in the middle of the party, so stealing that will be impossible.
でも式次第に
However, bringing in the key is a big part of the ceremony.
ということは
Which means the key must be stored at a different place.
そこが無防備という保証はないけ
There's
ど
no
ね
guarantee that it'll be undefended.
あとはあんたたちの運次第よ
After that, it's all up to your luck.
せいぜい幸運を祈るのね
I hope it's good for your sakes.
隠れて
Height.
Who's coming? Somebody to pulled her head back from around the corner of the bookshelf. The others hurriedly followed suit. In the distance, he saw emerald green lights floating about and leaving trails.
Trails?
Trails?
Trails
played
in
one
the
of those.
Library?
When does chapter 2 come out?
You want me to check right now?
あれはベルンの使いなのね
You don't have to. I'm just going in one of my freaking off-topic fucking talks again.
2026. That's all I know.
Damn, that's so far away.
Those are Burns' cat familiars.
What else was about?
Those are Burns' cat familiars.
I started thinking about what else comes out in 2026, but I can't think of anything.
Many things.
I can't think of anything that I was interested in it anyway. 2026. Oh well.
今日はあちこちを巡回して見張っているわ
She's got them patrolling all over the place today.
私たちが来ることも読まれてる
Did she guess that we would come?
違うわ。
No.
ここは広大だからね。
Don't forget how huge this place is.
迷子になるアンポンタンな来客
Those
を
are staff cats
迷子セン
out
ターに
looking
お
for
連れするた
nitwit
め
guests
ス
who've
タッ
gone
フだよ。
lost, so they can be taken into lost children area.
俺たちが行きたいのは迷子センターじゃねえからな。
That's not where we want to go at the moment.
見つかりそうになったらやる
If it looks like one's about to find us, should we take them out?
よした方がいいわ。
I'd advise
よ
against
そ
it.
の領地やゲーム版ならとも
Maybe
か
if
く
this were some other territory or game boards.
ここはベルンのホームグラウンドよ。
But this is Burns' home base.
あの猫一匹で
That single cat shouldn't make you as scared as being surrounded by a crowd of vicious beasts.
しかも猫よ。
Plus, they're cats.
勘も鋭いし仲間も
They've
よ
got
くわ
good senses, and they'll call for their friends.
気取られたらその時は
If
覚
they
悟
spot
し
you,
な
you
さい。
better prepare yourself for what comes next.
私も助けないからね。
I'm not going to save you.
あんたたちをここへ連れ込んだだけでか
Just
なり
taking you here has been troublesome enough.
私が降参すれば
As for me, if I surrender,
裸にひんむかれて
I might get off the hook for being stripped naked and put through 100 years of all the worst kind of puke spill fragments.
That doesn't sound good.
素敵だわ。
How
私にもベル
wonderful.
ンの気持
I
ち
think
は
I can sympathize
ちょ
with
っと
Burns'
理
feelings
解
a
で
bit
きるよ
now.
うになるかもね。
Alright, well, the Delta wasn't laughing. Most likely, even the punishment she spoke of was pretty optimistic. Despite saying that she wouldn't offer any more help, she's already risking everything. And
決
for
まっ
what?
てんでしょ。
Isn't it obvious?
Delta brushed her hair back and grinned.
あんたたちが
It's because you're going to show me the perfect happy
くれる
ending.
からでしょうが。
Yo, cool sprite.
Yeah, I love this CG.
Delta hugged their heads. Delta hugged their heads at the same time, making their foreheads bonk each other off
見せ
it.
なさいよ。絶対
You better show me, for certain.
Yeah,
見せてやるぜ。
we'll show you a
絶対
certain
の
happy ending.
取り返す。
We'll certainly take this cat box back.
行くわよ。
Let's go.
こっちよ。静かに泳いで。
This way, and swim quietly.
The three of them swam out into the darkness of the deep ocean trench that was the city of books. And the massive, vast trench of the books. They vanished into darkness almost immediately. The library defied the common sense of the human world, the city of books. The word city was no exaggeration, and was filled with the green glowing eyes of Birkenstow's countless cat familiars. Trying to count them would be almost as crazy as counting all the fish in the ocean. They formed schools that swam all over the place, on the lookout for any fools who might miraculously have managed to slip in and disturb their master's party. Whoa. If the group was found, the cats would report it instantly. They would probably form a pack, open their large mouths, and swallow them in a single gulp. There would be no fight. In this place, Paddler's party would be swallowed like tiny fishes if they were discovered. Oh, they're cats, because cats like to eat fish, and that's why I just see metaphors all over the place.
And that's why they have so much power here.
The warships surrounding the Golden Land were well more than 100 strong. Each of them had dozens of cannons pointing at the door to the Golden Land. The goats that packed the decks of the ships numbered in the tens of thousands. Each one of them carried anti-magic toxin in their fangs, potent enough to completely deny each of the game board pieces one by one. This time, it would chew apart and eat away everything. The crowd of goats unleashed their rotten breath and dangling drool. At that time, Erica, who wanted to avoid trouble and hoped Beto would be able to convince Lambda Delta to surrender peacefully, was sitting alone, humbly enjoying the tea Renove had poured for her. Of course, even Erica wasn't planning to give them unlimited time. In her mind, she already decided to allow them 3 yawns before stepping in. It's such an arbitrary fucking set of time there.
Well, she wasn't obviously given an actual time limit, so... This actually isn't so bad. Getting to watch Beto try and convince everyone as they call her a coward and a loser.
あの短気だったお嬢様。
Indeed, it is impressive that our short-tempered mistress has managed to become such an adult.
It's so funny.
Oh, pardon me.
次の紅茶はいかが
Are you ready for another cup?
どこの東西
Please feel free to enjoy our collection of great teas from across the globe at your leisure.
ラムダのベアトリオについて
Lambda's leading Beatrice side into an all-out resistance,
仲間を集めて
and she's gathering her friends.
Ah, does it sound correct?
まさか冗談で
Is
し
this a joke?
Messenger Cat shook its head and continued to dispassionately meow its report.
ラムダだってそこまで
Even Lambda isn't that stupid.
アウアウを敵に回すような
She didn't know what it means to have Ao as her enemy.
Even as she said this, Birkenstock was chewing away at her thumbnail.
あ見えて見え
Despite how she looks, that kid has a lot of strange
You're
friends.
starting to get tricked by it too?
君の化け物
Absolute monsters who just love the metal. Even so, to take up arms against the Senate.
It was possible. You could think of many monsters among Lambda-Delta's friends who would love to see the losing side get support and make a comeback victory. Before she realized it, the finger Birkenstock was fighting was covered in sweat.
She might do it.
It actually sounds believable to her.
It's believable because it's Lambda.
本当にバカな
Really is a moron sometimes, after all.
電話よ早く
Get me your phone, quickly!
Cat left the wait and flew back with a phone and receiver.
あなたの友人たちに電話す
I'm
る
gonna call up her friends.
バカなゲームに関わらないように
I have to warn them not to get involved in this stupid game.
電話番号
Phone numbers. Phone numbers.
I was about to say, you actually know the numbers of all these people that you probably never talked to? Ah, the end of this song is like all weird and glitchy at the end.
Yeah,
なんで私
Kinda
っ
like
て
it.
番
Why
号
don't I have
登
any
録して
phone
ないの
numbers saved in here?
Probably because you got no friends!
ええそう
Oh, right. I have no friends.
電話の作
How
法
are you supposed to greet
最
people
初は
over
も
the
しもし
phone?
でよかったんだ
Does
った
hello
かし
work?
ら
Oh, you say meow! Of
Meow.
course. That's... I believe how stupid this actually is.
It's kind of like when they just make up some shit about kids and everyone believes it.
The golden
It
key
works
was...
because it's her.
Golden key was being kept in a room inside the City of Books. However, perhaps room wasn't a fitting word to use. It was large enough that you could probably fit 2 domed baseball stadiums in on top of the other. That's a interesting way to put it. Even so, in this city, they were called rooms. Floating in the center of the vast room were several sacred magic circles. Man, all the magic circles. A big, cool, like, overly designed magic circle is the best kind of magic circle.
They also like those.
Like the ones in that Bahamut uses in the in that one game I've already forgot the name of. Grand Blue? Finally a room to fit Erica's ego. Yeah, we're
Gremlin had like a lot of magic circles.
like the Bahamut fight on the ship that's like takes so much damage.
Yeah, that fucking wooden ship.
I wish they continued adding content to that game. I did like it.
Yeah,
We
I
never
would've
did
kept playing
beat
for a
the-
while if they added more.
We never did beat the final version of what was his name?
Wasn't it like Lucius?
I think that was it. We
We
were
did beat him, but not like his ultra super difficulty.
yeah,
version,
we did beat the first. That was fun. Finally getting through and beating a normal version. I think we had 2 randoms like help us out with that. I think it took us a
It was
couple
either
tries
2
with them.
randoms or like one guy we barely knew and a rando. I think it was someone from the stream.
Oh, maybe. I do remember that. We did retry with them once or twice to finally get through it. Wrapped around by these magic circles was Angie's gold key. Surrounding this were countless emerald green stars, which looked like a slowly revolving planetarium. Those eyes were as numerous as the stars. Or those eyes as numerous as the stars were all glaring at the same direction. Come on, don't look at me like that. I'm on your side, did you forget? One of the cats kitty paddled towards kitty paddled towards Ava, meowing that no one was allowed to enter this room. Lady Birkenstock ordered me to guard that key. So why don't you leave this to me and get lost? After looking at each other with suspicious eyes, the cats glared at Ava again, as though saying that they hadn't heard any such order. By the way, cats have pretty soft bodies, don't they? Much easier to chew that way. Ava lifted up her golden staff, and a circular pattern of red lines covered the floor and ceiling in the vast room. The reaction for the cats was lightning fast. They realized instantly that this was hostile behavior. You know, Ava Beatrice actually being pretty cool. The entire Emerald Green constellation withered and became a single massive deep-sea fish, which charged at Ava with its massive mouth open wide. However, at the same time, the red lines, the massive spider webs on the floor and ceiling came crashing together and crushed the fish.
Ava eating pussies.
Darn. Why you gotta make such vulgar language cross my screen? Twisted it, spun it around and around, and pressed it to the size of a small ball. Dragons. They deserve it for what? And then that ball-shaped thing burst open, leaving nothing left. It all happened in an instant. Why don't you just give up and die forever? Stupid pun. Oh. But since we're holding convention the event, oh. After all, Ushimi Ava's diary was open. Or once Ushimi Ava's diary was open, the endless cat box would be lost, along with the countless imagined stories that had entertained them for so long. So, this final convention was a time for them to air their best theories one last time. The cat box would soon be opened, and while that did give them a slightly lonely feeling, they couldn't contain their excitement as intellectual... as intellectuals.
Intellectual rapists.
Yeah, sure, okay, thanks. Not when they knew that all the human mysteries were finally going to be solved once and for all. The billion Ericas, cool, nice. There was a girl out there, one who was going to be hurt by the opening of that box. However, their jaws and fangs couldn't care less. The witch hunting goat nobles kept licking their lips, wanting to chew apart the guts of Beatrice's cat box as soon as they could. Seated upon a grand throne the size of a pillar, Featherine listened in on the nonsense being spewed from the mouths of the goat nobles. A black cat wearing a cape suddenly appeared and whispered something into Featherine's ear. Cape? No, it's fine. Everything is going according to my script. You need not inform, my Miko. The cat bowed humbly and vanished. Featherine raised her wine glass high and laughed as she looked through it to the light of the chandelier. Chandelier? In here? Which was as beautiful and majestic as the moon. A moon chandelier? This should be enough to thank you for your excellent reading, child of man. Well, no. Just who is weaving this tale? Am I for you? Or are you for me?
What do you think?
A trap? As Battler's group moved forward, darting from bookshelf to bookshelf while avoiding the eyes of the cats, they found something strange. Written with faintly glowing red substance was a letter and an arrow. Okay. That's what it looked like to them.
Well, it's written in red, so it must be true.
You think K means key?
Those marks only appeared when we got close. This is a message aimed at us. Does this mean there's someone here besides us who's willing to help?
Is there really anyone who'd take our side? She traced a red arrow with her finger. It was written with very faint, thin strings that had been twisted together. Sticky red strings that, when touched, melted like cotton candy and clung to the fingers.
There is someone who's always been on my side.
どうして保証できんのよ。
How can you be so sure?
いや、
Yeah,
俺にも分かっ
I get it too
た。
now.
ラ
Lambda.
ム俺を書いたやつは
You didn't say it in capitals! Can we trust the person who... We can trust the person who wrote this.
完全に鍵のあり
They'll probably be able to guide us to the key safely.
いいのね。
Are you sure?
じゃあ行きましょう。
Then let's go.
あまりもたもたしていられない。
We don't have time to be standing around.
ありがとう。お母さん。
Thank you, Mom.
Accepted it. We're back here. And the Arbiter argument over whether they should surrender or fight continue without scientists stopping. A fierce battle. Every now and then, a small fight would break out, which fortunately ended with delaying Erika's third yawn. Oh, she yawned twice already? Thor didn't know how long they would have to continue this fake fight. Keeping high levels of tension going was physically stressful. The instant they tired out and the tension faded, Eric would probably demand a verdict. They had to constantly appear to be trapped and agitated. It was a battle of weariness and tension. This was their fight. Eva waited patiently. Now she got tired of tea, she was watching Renove perform some magic tricks that seemed to be quite... seemed to be quite enjoying herself.
Is she a fucking child?
Yes! She is! Barely older than Maria. She's actually like slightly younger than Jessica, isn't she?
Yeah, she's supposed to be somewhere between Maria and Jessica.
Give her Renove, who was usually aloof from the world, was frightening. If Erika got bored and lost her patience with them, an all-out attack would probably begin at once. Even he was putting everything they had into the fight to buy time for Battler's group.
It really is just a weirdly juvenile thing for Erika to be entertained by.
It's freaking Renove just doing a bunch of like gesture dances and Erika there clapping and laughing.
It's pretending to pull off his fun.
As the fiercest leader in the argument, Beto wore out the quickest. She breathed heavily, She breathed heavily, and her face was so pale it seemed she might faint at any moment.
Beto, hang in there. Your body wouldn't hold out much longer at this rate.
Pretend to suddenly burst into tears and rest for a while. We'll pick up the slack. I am still fine. Come on, from the top. One more fierce debate. Let's go. So, who's up first? Who wants to kick this off?
In that case, Goda, am prepared.
Goda!
We must fight. It would be outrageous to accept defeat without fighting. As I've said from the beginning, fighting with all we have is the only option.
Wait a minute, you never said that! And Erika finally catches on.
ちょっと待ってください。
Hold on a second. Goda is so fucking bad at this.
Erika suddenly rose from her chair. Renove tried to coax her back into her seat, but Erika's attention was completely focused on those arguing under the
私
arbor.
は探偵です。
Honestly, I think this really shows why they never let Goda in on the secret about Kinzo. He would spill the beans immediately. I am the detective.
聞いたことは録音
My
する
memory
た
of what
め
I
の
hear is as
記憶
good as the
です
recording.
それは無論知っているとも。
You're aware of that, of course. You're quite an excellent detective after all.
あんたに興味ありません。
I'm not interested in you.
ゴーダさん、
Goda-san,
私の質問に答えてく
I
だ
have
さい。
one question for you.
はい。
Yes, ma'am.
私めが何かご無礼
Have
を
I
いた
done
しま
something
し
to
たで
cause
しょうか。
offense?
ちょっとお待ちください。
Hold on.
戦いを望まぬ者がいる
Don't
こと
forget
も
that
お
some
忘
of
れ
us are opposed to fighting.
私は降参が良いかと
I
いう
think we should surrender.
私がここに訪れて
Those were the
一番
first words I heard from you when I
あ
arrived
なた
here.
のですが今あなたは
However, you just said this.
ここは戦うべきです
We must fight.
戦わずして敗北を
It would be
受け入れる
outrageous to accept defeat without fighting.
私は最初からここ
As
は
I've said from the
戦うべき
beginning,
と
fighting with
申し
all
上
we
げて
have is the only option.
そう言いました
That's what you said?
いやそう
Well,
そんなことも
did I
申し
say
上げ
that?
たでしょうか
God damn it, Goda.
議論の中で意見が変わることも時に
It
あ
is
る
hardly strange for an opinion to change in the course of a discussion.
そうですとも
Indeed.
他の皆さんも
All of us have been feeling doubts about our position lately, so an occasional change of opinion would be...
Goda, just shut up and let Nove or the freaking run over. Genji, freaking cover for you, man. It might have worked.
いいね
No.
あなたたちの議論は
From beginning to end, no one has changed their opinion in this argument.
たった今唐突に
Just now, Goda-san alone flipped his position 180 degrees.
しかもゴーダさんに
Furthermore, if I recall the things that were said to Goda-san by the rest of you, I can't imagine any of them sufficient to make him entirely switch position.
An uncomfortable damn wind blew by. Everyone was silent, frozen as though time had stopped. In that silence, Erika continued with a blank expression.
以上から導き出される
This can lead us to two conclusions.
一つは
First, it may be that Goda-san has no opinion, and is just a loser who will say anything that goes with the flow.
I'd believe that.
人間であるもう一つは
Yeah, that's pretty
ゴ
believable.
ーダさんに限らず
Second, it may be that none of you has an opinion, and that this entire argument exists only for its own sake.
それは
Aren't you overthinking this a bit?
わらわたちは必死
Here we are in desperate debate that will decide our fate. I already think it's strange that some people would act abnormally under such pressure.
なく議論を延長する
If you have no reason for prolonging a meaningless argument, it can only be to buy time.
あなたたちは
Do you have anything to gain by buying time?
ラムダデルタ教の援軍がやってくる
Is it because Lady Lambda Delta's reinforcements will come?
それも違います
That can't be true either.
なぜならあなたたち
After all, for some time now,
時折
I have heard all of you speak to Lady Lambda Delta in battle occasionally, but not once have I heard them reply.
以上すべてから考えて
Taking all of this into account, we are left with only one conclusion.
Lady Lambda Delta. That Lady Lambda Delta and Battler are not here now. That these people have one Lady Lambda Delta as assistants, with Lady Lambda Delta and Battler probably planning to sneak into the City of Books. In which case, their goal is probably to steal back the Golden Key in Angie. And your plan was to act as bait to buy time until their mission was complete.
ただゴーダさんがセリフを言い
All it takes is a single poorly chosen line from Goda-san.
She's saying the line again.
翻ってこの
And a
程度の
deduction like this becomes trivial for Furuno Erika.
いかがです
Your thoughts,
皆様方
ladies and gentlemen?
With a blank yet ruthless expression, Eka spoke these words and returned to her seat. Everyone else was frozen, unable to move. No one spoke. However, time was moving. As evidence, a bead of sweat dripped down from everyone's... As evidence, a bead of sweat dripped down someone's cheek, fell, and hit the table with a tiny yet audible splat. She didn't say all smug-like or anything. Golden Dominator. Then, frozen time
Yeah, bring
shattered.
back the banger.
In the same instant, the white chair Erika had been sitting on broke apart. The stakes of the Seven Sister victory and the high velocity rounds from the Chaser Sisters had obliterated chair at exactly the same time. And a few moments after that, the Erika sitting in that chair faded and vanished. She could just do that? After image.
She's fast! Kill her! It's on a cooldown now, get her!
In an instant, Erika had moved to a spot behind her chair. Her expression remained as blank as it had been. However, there was now something in her hand that wasn't there before. As the 7 lightning strikes of the Seven Sisters raced at her once more, she batted all of them away with her scythe. So animated.
one hell of a farce.
紅茶が美味し
I
か
will
った
say that the tea was good.
では皆さんに
Well, now, it seems that you've all been in agreement since the start.
改めました
Allow me to ask you for your answer once again.
Like I lifted her hand. The one that wasn't holding the scythe. Thanks for clarifying.
Pictured her holding it with her left hand.
Very well. Then answer I shall. This golden lamb belongs to me, to all of us. Those who would enter unbidden will receive the welcome they deserve. The other words, to put it elegantly,
All cannons prepare to fire. Target the Golden Lands.
Or wash your face in miso soup! What is it with miso soup?
Shoot him dead!
Great pirate line.
Line's so good they reused it in the fighting game.
ありがと
Yes, thank you.
うそれじゃ
See you around.
にゃ
Meow.
You meow at the end of your goodbyes or
The cat
something?
told her to.
Oh, it did. Arkansas set down the receiver and crossed out yet another name in the list of Lambda Delta's notable friends. Something was wrong. No one she called had heard anything from Lambda Delta. They weren't just playing dumb. They really knew nothing about the strange ruckus Lambda Delta was trying to stir up. Even Birkenstow was starting to suspect something was fishy. Then, a black cat leapt in and meowed a frantic report.
黄金鏡にラムダ
Not
と
that
バ
bad
トラが
aren't
い
in
な
the
い
Golden Lands.
Satan, she tore the phone receiver from its stand. The number she dialed was short. It was probably an internal line. However, after listening to it ring several times, she slammed the receiver down again, finally managing to break the phone.
手の空いている猫を全て集めな
Gather
さ
all
い
the cats who aren't busy. This is an
私
emergency.
の警護にやった猫たちが
The cats I had guarding the key aren't
誰も応答し
responding.
ないラム
Lam dog!
It's just dog. Overwhelmed by the
Lamb
emotion,
dog.
Lambda Delta kicked the table over. Did I read that last one? Whatever.
Yeah, she kicked the table over.
Then, the room finally grew bright. It was like a green sunlight. A bright green light waved about, giving the illusion that the green sun was rising and lighting the room up. It was a sign that Birkenstow's army had been given an emergency summons.
さあおいで
Just sprite again.
Come, my kitties.
魔女狩りの時間よ
It's time for a witch hunt.
あの子はキャンディーの匂いがするか
That
ら
kid always smells like candy, so you'll find her pretty fast.
最初に見つけた猫には
The first cat who finds her gets a human form and a witch's title.
She can just do that? Was now an emerald green nebula let out a roar of delight that shook the bookshelf cliff.
何かが追ってくるわ
Something's chasing us.
なんだ
What is that?
緑
A green sun?
隠れてバレたのよ
Hide. They know.
The three of them frantically hid behind a bookshelf. The room with the key in it was straight ahead. They could see something glowing faintly in the darkness of that room. It was a glow different from anything else they had seen so far in the city. The color it glowed was gold. They had almost reached the golden key. However, if they went towards it, Birkenstow would be right behind them, along with her vast swarm of familiars. In other words, they were trapped in a dead end. They already knew that the emerald green color came from the eyes of the familiars. However, it was almost beyond comprehension that this undulating green sun could be the same thing, and they could do nothing except stare in wide-eyed shock. As the countless cats approached, they passed through the ravine of bookshelves from the very top to the very bottom, painstakingly checking the gaps between each book. However, even this mind-numbingly huge task was accomplished swiftly thanks to the sheer number of familiars.
There's a lot of familiars for some of those young friends.
The speed of a gust of wind, they carefully checked every nook and cranny. There was no way to hide from this green sun. It would have been foolish. It would have been as foolish as trying to hide from water on a sinking ship.
やり過ごせるの
Will we be able to hide until they pass us?
無理だ
No,
じゃあ
we'll be found no matter where we hide. Fowler was just about to leap from the shadows, but Lambda grabbed him by the collar an instant before.
Are you thinking of fighting?
違う
No, but we'll be found if we just stand here. We have to move forward. We need to reach a key as soon as possible.
鍵を守る猫がいないわけないでしょ。
You really think there aren't any cats guarding the key?
私たちは挟み撃ちにされた
We're
の。
already trapped between them.
私はエヴァおばさん
I believe in Aunt Eva.
おばさんが私たちをここまで
She's the one who's
導いて
guided us this far.
きっとおばさんは見張りの猫たちを
I'm sure she took care of the guard cats too.
俺もどうか
I agree.
ここにいて見つかるくらい
If we're just gonna be found anyway, then let's hurry and try to get there as fast as possible and grab the
鍵
key.
さえ取り返せれば
If we can just get that, no one will be able to open that book.
あそこにたどり着いて鍵を手に
So
入
you
れ
rush
て
in there and grab the
そ
key.
れで
And then what?
あそこ袋小路よ。
That place is a dead end.
逃げ場ないのよ。分かってる。
There'll be nowhere to run, don't you realize that?
それは分かってるけど。
We know that, but
鍵は切り
The key will be our trump card.
札レルンガステル
It's vitally important for Birkenstock too.
一か八か
If worst comes to worst, we might be able to use that key as a bargaining chip.
あのベルに交渉。
just swallow the key like Goku did with a Dragon Ball. Bargain with burn?
あんた正気じゃないわ。
You're insane.
ならとにか
But
く
if we hide here, we'll
見つかる
definitely be found. In that case, I'll take the bet on that billion of 2-1
鍵を
chance.
手に入れそれを切り札に
We'll get the key and have that be our trump
奇
card.
跡の魔女を相手にあんたを
So you're praying for a miracle to win against the Witch of Miracles.
天文学的数字のなる
Picking a winner out of astronomically bad
そ
odds.
れが
That's the Usher-Mia family magic. Really is Kinto's grandson.
私目がいいから教えてあ
I've
げ
got
る
good eyesight, so let me enlighten you.
あの黄金の鍵を取り囲んでる
Can you see those magic circles around the golden key?
あれは簡単だけどなかなか
That's a simple barrier, but a pretty strong one.
触れば壊せる簡単な結
On
界
the
だ
plus
け
side, it'll break at a
で
touch.
もねどんな大魔
But
女
it's
で
a
も
really
人間って
mean-spirited seal that'll take exactly 1 hour to fake. Whether a great witch or a lowly human does it.
式典の進行上
According to the ceremony schedule, we still have that hour.
つまり私たちの位置
But it means that we won't even be able to touch the key unless we can buy all the time for ourselves.
An hour.
When Aunt Eva took out the guard cat, she must have broken the magic circle too.
1時間はかからないはず
It probably won't take an hour.
見る限りまだ魔法陣
As
は
far as I
健
can
在
see,
ね
the magic circle is still just fine.
残念ながら
Thanks, Ava,
エヴァ
idiot.
がそうしてくれたとして
Sorry to say it, but even if Ava did do that, it was less than an hour ago.
1時間なんてちょろいもんだぜ
Well, what's an hour?
少なくとも
At least we know we can get it if we manage to stick around that long.
そうね
Yeah,
いいじゃない1時間
sure,
で
let's play tag for an hour.
私こわもてに
I'm used to getting chased around by thugs.
慣れてあんたたち
You really are out of your minds. You really think you'll get the luxury of getting attacked out of Burn and all our cats?
確率が 1% でもあるなら
If there's even a 1% chance.
俺たちが
Well, there
絶対
isn't.
に
You can be certain that we'll grab it. There was an immense difference in enthusiasm between Lambda Delta and the siblings who had nothing left to lose. However, this was by no means cowardice on Lambda Delta's part. She was a great witch of the Senate. If she surrendered, she wouldn't be able to escape severe punishment, but she would be forgiven after a few hundred years. She had been thrown into a stormy sea while clutching a buoy that could save only her. How could she possibly decide to throw that buoy away? There was no way a person with a life to lose could be as determined to those who were already gambling everything. No one could blame her. Oops.
ああもう本当の
Ah,
バカだ
jeez.
わあん
You
たたち
two
は
really are stupid, you know that?
仕方ないわね
Alright, fine.
1%よりもうちょっと
I'll tell you a plan that's got a bit more than a 1% chance of working.
Just a bit more?
なんだと思う
Any guesses?
The two siblings looked at each other. However, they both thought that any plan would be worth listening to, even if it would only raise their chances by 0.00001%.
生贄よ
A sacrifice.
ジルは猫だから
Burn is a cat, so although she'll give chase to fleeing prey, she'll also kill prey that doesn't flee,
それもネチネチといたぶってる
after toying with it first.
最悪ね
Cats
Cats
are
are-
terrible creatures.
それ
Still,
が本当なら
if that's true, it'll be worth a bet.
生贄を一人
Let's have one
じゃん
sacrifice.
けんで選びましょう
We'll decide with rock, paper, scissors.
You're joining in too?
負けた子はベルンをたっぷり挑発して
Whoever loses has to go spend as much time as possible taunting Burn, getting laughed at, and getting
時間
killed.
を稼ぐそれでいいわね
Does that work for you?
じゃんけんはいらない
No need for rock, paper, scissors. I'll do
レ
it.
ンジとラムだ
I'm used to getting killed over and over. You two go on to the key
ダ
room.
メよお兄ちゃん
No way, Oni-chan.
私がやるわ
I'll do it.
元はといえば
This is all my responsibility.
The whole point was for you to get out of here to live.
ベルンカセンの言葉に耳を
I was the one who listened to Burn Castell and trusted her,
だからあいつに一
so I've got a thing or two to say to her.
Both Battler and Andrew decided to be the sacrifices who wouldn't listen to the other.
じゃんけんじゃ
See?
決まらないでしょ
You need rock, paper, scissors to decide, right?
さっさと決めないとこの作戦も
If
使
you
え
don't
な
act
くなる
quickly, we won't even have a chance to use this plan.
もうじき連中がやってくるわ
You'll be here any moment.
Okay.
俺かエンジェか
Either Angie or I will be the sacrifice. Lambda Delta.
残った方
You take whoever's left, steal the key, and take them back to the Golden Land.
譲らないわよ
I won't let you do
お
it.
兄ちゃん
Oni-chan,
ふざけやがって
Quit joking
たまには
around.
兄らしいことをさせやが
Gotta let me act like a big brother at least once in a
時
while.
間ないわよ
there's no
じ
time.
ゃんけん一発勝負
Rock, paper, scissors, sing around.
私超カード
I'm super paper with a head full of confetti, so in reference to that, we'll all start with paper.
いい二人とも
Got it, you two?
いいわ
Fine.
エンジェ恨みっこなしだぜ
せーの最初は
3, 2, 1, paper.
I totally just did not read what he was saying. Oops. Angie, no regrets, okay. It really was a stupid childish game of rock, paper, scissors. Despite promising to start with paper, they threw different signs to catch each other off guards. Both Battler and Angie chose rock. And yet, it wasn't a tie. Because in addition to those two rocks, was one person who chose scissors. They're staring stupidly at their fist and the scissors, they looked at her.
あちゃ
Dang.
最初はパーだから
We were supposed to start with paper, so I figured I'd use scissors and beat you both.
やっぱりパーはパー出して
I guess
ダメ
Confetti
ね
Head should have stuck with paper.
But no reason for Lambda Delta to join in on this game. This wasn't the time for a joke like that. Battler and Angie, each trying to lose, chose rock. Lambda Delta alone chose scissors.
あんたわざと
Don't tell
席
me.
を
You intentionally...
お前に死なれたら
If you die, we can't even get back to the Golden
こ
Land.
うなら無効だ
This doesn't count.
これで大丈夫で
Well
しょ
then, you can just use this, can't you?
Lambda Delta made a clenched fist. A fragment glowing pale blue appeared there. She gave it to the pair of them. Battler had seen one of these before. It was a magnet fragment. Magic fragment, like the one Erica had used before disappearing, which could allow one to cross the sea of fragments.
それがあれば二人とも黄金鏡に
With
帰
that,
れる
you'll
わ
both be able to return to the Golden Land.
それにこれが一
And
番の
anyway, I'm the best
抽選
person
な
for
の
the
よ
job.
あんたたちじゃベルを
You
巻い
two
て
probably wouldn't last a
数秒の
handful of
ことなん
seconds
て
against
しない
Burn.
私なら1時
If
間
it's me, not only will an hour be no problem, but who knows? I might even win.
あの子には借りがあるし
And I owe her one.
今度は私の勝ちってこと
I forgot to make this my victory and even the score.
あれは辛いわね
Still, away games are such a pain.
It was a pretended
The garage
ukulele
reference.
as she stood up. Great. Cool.
じゃあ行ってくる
Anyway, see you in a bit.
私目立ちたがり屋だから
I guess a show-off like me couldn't stick to being a spectator after all.
ごめんね出番を奪っちゃった
Sorry for stealing your time to shine.
あんたたちのゲーム最後まで完
It's
結
sad that I won't be able to watch your game until the end.
もう筋書きは教えてもら
But
え
I've
た
already
から
taken a
見る
look at the
必要
script, so I'm
ないわ
not missing anything.
Lambda. With her broadest smile and wink.
あんたたちのハッピーエンド
This is your happy ending.
もう先が読めちゃったから
I've already
見なくて
figured out
も
what
わかっ
happens
ちゃうわ
next, so there's no need to watch.
じゃあねまた会いましょうね
I'll see the two of you again.
あんたたちのハッピーエンドの
In the credits roll of your happy ending, that is.
待って
Wait!
Lambda Delta snapped her fingers and the two of them turned into Gunpei candies. She picked them up, took aim at the glint of the golden key, and flicked them away. That way, they should be able to reach the key without Birkenstell noticing.
You could probably take over Lambda at this point, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. Alright. Your favorite character? Oh, probably because
There's no other
Birkenstell's always
choice.
going to be here. Dang, what terrible look. What are the odds that one of them playing a rock against my scissors? Oh, both of us. I read that wrong. What were the odds of them both playing a rock against my scissors? Yeah, I know. It wasn't nice of me to test you like that. Sorry, you two. And then, Lambda Delta's body was lit up by an emerald green light. When she turned around, the cat's eyes and Lambda Delta's met. Lambda Delta grinned and waved.
So casual.
Flying. There was a thunderous boom and several bright flashes.
何事
What in the? Ugh.
Whoa! Fucking candy fireworks.
She's so extra.
Chain of Fulton flashed by, one after another, enveloping Birkenstow for a pack of familiars in an instant. They were multicolored fireworks. Or rather, multicolored candy that burst with a flash and scattered everywhere. Countless stick candies, sugar sculptures, cookies, and tarts flew in every direction. And each one of those split and exploded into hundreds of candies. Each of which exploded again to a cloud of confeito. It's fucking Big Bang candy attack, dude. However, these sweets weren't sweet. Confeito was heavier than lead, harder than steel, and sharper than any blade. As the colorful cloud exploded outward, it blasted the entire pack of cats into little bits. The emerald green glints that were scattered everywhere sparkled like the night sky. And among them danced a cloud of pretty candies that looked like they'd go well on a Christmas tree. It was a flashy and beautiful and cute and perfectly fitting for the grand entrance of the Great Witch, called Lady Lambda Delta.
あるラムです
Oh, if it isn't Lambda.
あなたパーティ
I was hoping to meet you in the party hall.
愛してるわベル
Love you, Burn. Is it whispering of our love all the better if we're alone?
それ
I'll be happy to hear it after I've plucked off all your limbs.
With a jerk of her chin, Burn ordered her familiars to attack.
私の愛しい
This is my dearly beloved and only friend in the world.
両腕の肘から
Her arms from the elbow down, her legs from the knees down.
自由に食いちぎって構わ
You can chew those up however you please,
それ以外傷
but not a scratch anywhere else on her. She's not at the feet. Got it.
It's fucking a whale with teeth. The crowd of cats undulated again, reforming into a single mass, and became the emerald green leviathan that would swallow up any poor victims who snuck into the city of books. It was shaped like an impossibly vast whale. This entire scene never getting animated isn't attacking into you specifically.
Hey, parts of it were animated in the fighting game as attacks.
So it would look like a whale. However, would it look like a whale from Lambda's perspective? Probably couldn't see anything except an immense mouth about to swallow everything up.
素敵
Simply wonderful. You're going to swallow me up with your love, aren't you?
愛してるラム
I do love you,
あんたの
Lambda.
手足を脱いで
Once your limbs are gone, I'll skewer you for your butt and hang you on my bed.
スパッとして毎朝目覚める
Every morning I'll give you a good morning kiss, and every evening I'll kiss you goodnight.
本当に素敵
Sounds great. And I better wrap you up with my love too. Whoa. Full POV animation. However, Lambda Delta's war cry was swallowed up by the glowing, writhing Leviathan in a single bite.
ああ素敵
Yes, you are wonderful, Lambda.
あんたのその向こう
I love your gentle cluelessness, the way you just recklessly do things without looking ahead.
風
Wind?
The same instant that Lambda Delta was swallowed and Birkenstow was sure of her victory, the latter felt a slight breeze playing with her hair. The countless sweets that Lambda Delta had sent flying like fireworks, and which drifted about like decorations at a Christmas party, were flowing. No, they were converging on a single point. It was like watching a firework run backwards, countless sweets rapidly retracting to somewhere within the vast, closed mouth of the Leviathan. A gigantic reverse explosion gathering at a single inner point. However, it was more like countless candies showering the Leviathan from all directions like bullets. Inside that massive green was a black swirl. That swirl was on a palm. On the Pomelanda Delta, who wore a defiant smile. It was a mass of super concentrated gravity. She knows gravity? All of the sweets, the cats, the well, and everything else was being sucked into that one point and crushed. I'll hold you tight. Get over here, Burn.
You're trying to suck me in?
All of the candies Lambda has gathered were getting sucked back into the black hole in the palm. On her palm at unbelievable speeds. Goodbye, whale. How many times have we been seeing that exploding animation?
I gotta get the fucking mileage out of it, dudes.
The pressure of the reverse candy explosion whittled away at the Leviathan, crushing it inwards.
Yeah, I don't need to read that one, that's fine.
That's... Come on. Let me give you a hug. With all of her strength, Birkenstow held her ground in midair, trying to resist the super gravity. For the first time, all trace of
Condension.
Condension? That's a word?
Condescension?
Condensate? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Had left her face. Even Lambda Delta's cocky expression was marred by the sweat shelling from her forehead. Because their power was so overwhelming, any victory would have to be instantaneous. If either relaxed in the slightest, they would match each other's strengths and get dragged into another dizzyingly long fight that could last for centuries. Neither of them had any desire to go through that again. Wasn't the first time, so neither of them showed the slightest mercy for their most beloved friend. Everything to Igor.
Igarashi is long enough to feel like centuries.
At this point, I don't think I need to re-Igarashi. I feel like I've already got the
Surprisingly,
gist of it.
nothing of it is spoiled with everything I've told you as a reference.
That doesn't seem believable.
You're going in it completely blind if you ever touch it. Aside from realizing two characters look like these two.
I know, the Leviathan had completely crushed the compressed inside. Crushed and compressed inside the black hole. Birkenstow was the only one still holding her ground. However, a windstorm of candy asteroids like an asteroid belt repeatedly slammed into Birkenstow, wearing away her girl form bit by bit.
Get away. No, really?
Another one! The next thing to fly into Birkenstow's range of vision was a comet hurtling straight for her with a massive present box at its core and a cloud of candy surrounding it.
Fine. Lambda!
Your mic cut out.
My body! There you
Whoa! There's a second part to that animation. Candy Comet wiped out Birkenstow along with her screen. It burst into little bits. Then, within the blink of an eye, it was sucked back into a hole of super gravity. Once it was all gathered in one place like a gem, it began to spin rapidly. It was flattened by the centrifugal force, turning it into something whose shape resembled a galaxy. After swallowing all of the cats and her master, it now looked like a winding, flickering emerald green galaxy that floated just above Lambda Delta's palm. The pocket of supergravity kept compressing it further and further, until at the end it became a single green shining concave. Then, it fell. Down into her outstretched palm. Really couldn't have been that easy. Sorry, Burn. I wanted to play with you always, so I've always taken it easy and pretended to be in a pinch. Delta held the Kampatu above her head and peered at it. But the truth is, I'm just impossibly strong. Sorry. Then she pressed the confetti to her pink lips, gave it a light kiss, and bit down.
ベルの味がしない。
You would know? She would know. Never mind. This doesn't taste like burn. Lambda licked her fingertips, then turned to face the empty air behind her.
知ってたわ。
Tied to emergency.
I already knew.
愛しいラムダ。
My beloved Lambda.
愛してるわ
Ah,
ベル。
I love you too, Burn.
嘘。
Liar.
あんたがいつだって
You've never.
私に本
You're
気じゃな
never
いって。
serious with me, and I always knew it.
じゃあ
In that
本
case,
当に愛し合いましょう。
let's show our love for real.
本気で。
With both of us. Serious.
ああ、愛してる。
I do love you,
ラムダ
Lambda
と
Delta.
嬉しいわ。
I'm happy. So happy.
愛
Ah,
してる
I
わ
do love you, Birkenstow.
あなたを飴玉に
I'll turn you into candy and cuddle you with my tongue forever.
We're such good friends. So no matter who wins, we can keep on loving each other.
それって本当に素
That's
敵だわ。
wonderful. Just wonderful.
さ
Okay,
あ愛し合いましょうよ
let's show our love right now. With a crash, crack lines appeared across the sky of the Golden Land. Whoa, new ship animation! Then finally, the barrier of Golden Land was breached by the fleet's assault. It was a bizarre scene, more ridiculous than anything anyone would have imagined. The sky of the Golden Land shattered like glass, and a fleet of sailboats flew in one after another. They were crowded with goats pushing each other and spilling off the sides.
始めましょう
Come, let us begin
黄金鏡の最後の
the
歌だ
final
よ
banquet in the Golden Lands. No, that's a different game.
Banquet. That wasn't some fancy metaphor, but a simple statement of fact. The overwhelming surge of goat troops came in like a tsunami.
That's also a different game.
The residents of the Golden Land stood defiantly were like a forgotten sandcastle on the beach. A fight between a wave and a sandcastle is not a fight. For the voracious, merciless goats now storming the food at a standing buffet, this was a feast. The two magical swords and then the freaking Natsui pulling up the gun is so funny. So
We're
be it.
against magic deniers.
Kill them all!
Good.
さあヤギたち
Come, goats, bring destruction to all that has form, stillness to all that moves,
生ける者に
despair to all who live.
All those who could use magic fired it off at once. With a shout like a thunderclap, the goat tsunami rushed forward. Everything collided at once, and it was a brilliant and terrible explosion. Sparks and smoke, flying splinters and screams. For just an instant, the fierce magical cannonballs fired at Beethoven and the Chaser Sister seemed to halt the goat tsunami in its attacks. I think I understood that. Whatever. However, their numbers were so great that they didn't even flinch. The goat wave pressed forward over the corpses of those who had been blasted away or fallen to their knees in weariness. The mound of corpses piled up, and still more goats were shot down as they tried to cross it. So before long, it really was tall enough to be a tsunami.
Pitiful.
あなたが築き上げてきた
This golden land you built is nothing more than a sandcastle some kid left on a beach. I know, the narration said that. Now be swallowed by the waves!
Perhaps you would do better to think of ripples beating mercilessly against the cliff. A sandcastle getting swallowed by a wave? Just you try swallowing up my castle. Oh dear, it comes again. Gotta reuse this. Rachel lifted her hands, telling the pair of battle towers that had been hidden deep in the ground that the day of glory had come again. The goat tsunami looked up at it in shock. After all, this time the tsunami that towered over everything wasn't them. Am I going to get flashbanged a billion times by the cannon fire from these things? Open fire! A thunderstorm of rapid fire ballista rounds rained down from the battle tower gun ports. The goats let down a confused scream at the furious tempest that was bearing down on them. However, they saw something else too. It's Mother May. I was thinking this was gonna come up again.
Bring out all the tricks again.
Oh, the animation! Oh shit! In the sky above the tower was a reaper astride a divine horse and backdrop by the moon, with a massive spear the size of a tower in its hand. The next words came not from the reaper, but from the great witch seated behind it. Frickin' Harry Potter ass wand she got going on here. Turn home. Oh.
This world does not belong to you.
Do it, master!
Yeah, when kids are gonna transform into a dragon. We need that.
Heavenly spear pierced the ground. For an instant, it looked like some divine tower was sticking out from the ground. However, that was the very last thing those eyes ever saw. The sacred spear was the embodiment of heaven's wrath, and the strength to bury an unhallowed city in a single stroke was unleashed upon the pack of goats. With a massive explosion that resembled a volcanic eruption, the goats were sent flying all over the place. Not bad. I guess they really are witches. What are you gonna do with your gun compared to what they just did?
I know Death Goat's immune to magic, but is it enough?
The enemies keep on coming. Looks like we'll be the ones swallowed up after all.
At least you two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Mental too.
Festivals are made to be enjoyed. It seems our time to shine shall not be stolen from us after all.
Looks like it. I'm all fired up. Yes. The crowd of goats truly was like a wave pressing in from the sea. You might be able to split a ripple on the beach with your feet, but you cannot split the sea. Moses can. Oh, however, witches, he did it with a Beyblade. However, witches are it's fucking that Beyblade lore is so fucking silly to me, man.
That's like one of the few things I've heard about it.
It's so hilarious that that's canon lore. However, witches are those who do so nonetheless. Of course, that meant the other side also had one who could split apart the sea. Suddenly, smoke poured from one of the two battle towers, and it began to crumble, shaking the ground as it collapsed. Whoa!
There stood one goat saying, "These towers aren't real." No, I deny it. What the hell happened?
Over there, on top of the other tower. Erika! What? Of course. I should have expected your turn would come.
The Erika's hit the second tower.
Can't make these jokes. On top of the other battle tower, Erika stood gracefully, wielding her scythe.
I think that's enough to show the witches of the Golden Lands proper respect. All magic is fake. A fancy sandcastle will always vanish when mystery swallows it up. Playing witches was pretty fun. I think I remember playing something like this with some older girls from the neighborhoods when I was younger. So, let's bring this to an end. Now it's time to hear your screams.
I go through that pretentious pirate hat she had been wearing this whole time into the sky.
No, bring it back.
After all that work to make it! With the moon behind it, Erika's form, her afterimage, vanished from the tower's peak. Where is she? We have her on the radar. On the side of the tower. It's the fucking running down it, slashing through the tower.
She's so good.
shaking with a wild, joyous laughter, Erica dashed straight down the side of the tower. She twirled her scythe like a gymnast's baton, dicing up the wall of Gunport's pillars and everything else as she ran, leaving a trail of smoke behind her. Fell from the sidelines. It looked as though a line of smoke had suddenly split the tower from top to bottom. Golden arrows of the traitor sister chased after Erica like golden threads in a sewing machine.
You monster! Get yourself sewed and embroidered, yeah? Good, good.
Even the golden arrows couldn't catch up with Erica. How was she so fast? Finally, Erica reached the bottom of the battle tower and her golden bows ejected empty cartridges.
Explode useless tower. Did I get that right?
Erica had now landed on the ground, slowly stood up and tapped the tower behind her with the handle of the scythe. Again! That tiny tap cut the final string that held the tower together. The whole thing fell on itself with an earth-shattering crash. Once again, the dark tsunami rumbled forward through the rubble and smoke.
I am Furuno Erica, Witch of Truth. This moment marks the dismantling of the Golden Lands by the truth. Dust to dust, illusions to illusions.
You can't just use Will's lines.
I'll enter daydream for you. Come, try to remember, you specters of the past. Remember how you died so long ago.
The ghost tsunami swallowed everything up. When she saw them sink under the black sea of goats, Erica guffawed from atop the debris of the tower.
Come on now, kill them, massacre them all. Cut off all their heads and stick them on spears. Ghosts of 1986, the time has come for the raging whirlpool of truth to swallow you whole and erase you. So long!
Oh. Chapter. But there.
More of a scene break. You
And
could
he's short.
end here if you want.
This is a new chapter, though.
Oh, it is, huh? I thought this was gonna be like a much longer chapter. I guess we did make it.
What's this point, the thing you were talking about? The stopping point?
Yeah, actually. I just didn't remember it being a chapter change.
Oh.
Yeah, I think before the climax of those would be a good stopping point.
Alright, if we continue with this, then we'd probably be at the end anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, we can save the finale for tomorrow and then clean up any of the last tea parties or whatever we get.
Oh, yeah, I can show you something from the manga real quick.
Oh.
They added, they changed the fight scene in the Golden Lands quite a bit. And one of the things they included is this here.
Was it Kinzo actually turning into a dragon?
Sadly not, but it is Kinzo.
Dude just dual-wielding guns?
Yeah, he's so sick, dude. They actually made him cool.
Why didn't he do this? That would have been so cool. I like Rudolph in the back.
Yeah, they made a lot of change to that fight scene. I have a couple more things that I can show you, but that's for later.
And I think that's... like between the two pillars, that's
It's hard to tell which one it is. It might be Gertrude.
I was thinking it was, I can't remember her name. So why am I... It's freaking Del Nor. But maybe the
I
hair
think
is
she's
too
too
long.
tall to be Delanor.
Well, it's hard to tell when they're that far away. But whatever. Anyway, tomorrow...
Yeah, I just wanted to
Like tomorrow we're gonna have a final Umineko stream. Oh, we only got 3 more unknown tracks at the bottom of here. One of these has to be an ending theme. Surely.
No, I'm
Surely.
just gonna reuse Bring the Fate again.
Oh.
No, they're gonna play the Great Detective Knows.
We can play Encounters. Man.
I'm excited for the climax.
Oh, everyone's has their own like
I'm gonna
entire
climax.
Don't do it on the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna finally see the end here. Everything's getting really interesting. I would have kind of wanted to keep going, but if I keep going, I would want to just finish everything, and I don't know if I got that much energy in me.
Yeah, I don't think you have like, I want to say maybe like 4 hours or so in you.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and like
Maybe like 5 or 6. Really depends.
Guess we'll just go through and absolutely reach the end tomorrow. Maybe I'll try
Yeah.
waking up a bit earlier, like an hour earlier.
Works for me.
We'll see what happens. I've been sleeping a little rough lately. Like last night, I ended up not being able to sleep too well. Slept for like 3 hours, woke up, couldn't sleep for a bit. About to sleep again, slept for another 3 hours.
If you cancel Umineko tomorrow, I will uninstall Kingdom Hearts. I will never play them again.
I can't miss tomorrow.
The future is in your hands.
Alright, what if I stream Umineko, but only for like 5 minutes?
I will cry live on stream.
That's sick. That sounds great. Yeah, I guess we'll see you tomorrow and we'll finish this, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this is all done. I don't even know what I'm gonna do like on Monday if I'm gonna do. I should do
there's
something since the last 3 days I didn't do anything.
Umineko anime reaction.
You want
The
my
fighting game.
channels to like get deleted, gone forever?
You can replay episode 8 and get different prizes from the quiz tournaments.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's fun to do.
Because you can only get the true ending if you get all of the prizes, of course.
Oh, of course. I need 100% completion. Just like Kingdom
yeah.
Hearts. If I remember correctly, the only other game that has like bonus like completion bonus like ending things like Kingdom Hearts 1 does is Kingdom Hearts 2. I think no, the one for Cheated Memories was just something that always shows up, I think.
You know what also has something like that? The Final Fantasy X2.
I guess that's what my weekends will turn into.
I've done it. I've convinced him. We're here.
Maybe I'll think about it.
I think I've told you before how painful it is to get 100% in that game.
I remember.
I think it might be funny. Yeah.
I feel like I remember seeing or hearing something about it when I was watching a video on like the worst games to like do 100% speedruns on, and I feel like or X2 was like, it was definitely above like 30 hours or something.
There's a lot of things about X2's 100% that make it very painful to try and do.
I feel like there was something about monsters and like RNG that was
Oh no, that's
terrible.
X1 then.
Is it?
There's like the whole monster capturing thing, and then also having to grind for the super bosses to actually get 100%.
I'm trying to.
X2 doesn't really do anything like that.
There's nothing involving RNG with X2.
No. Not immediately off the top of my head. Nothing too important anyway. One thing I can tell you that's not really a spoiler is for 100%, I think the way it does like checks for giving you percentages is you have to have heard specific lines of dialogue. So if you're skipping through the dialogue or skipping scenes, you won't get that percentage.
What the fuck? I've never heard of a game that does that.
Yeah, it makes it really painful to try and 100%, especially if you're replaying it. Because, like, you've already seen that scene, so you can skip it, and then you realize, like, 7 hours later that, oops, you're behind.
I'm imagining that's how if Kingdom Hearts 2 did something like that. I'm like thinking of one specific scene, and it would be so awful if that needed to be watched when doing 100%. Oh man.
There's another one, a very early side quest that you of course need for 100%. Is if you approach the location where the side quest is from a particular road, you immediately start that side quest, and you can still complete it just fine. But you had to actually have gone from the other side to talk to the quest giver to get that scene where he gives you the quest and then go out to do the quest.
So what is this game, dude?
It is brutal. It fucks you so hard if you try to 100% it.
Actually, thinking about 100%ing things. Well, it's not really gonna. It's not like 100%. But if you like when you, I say when you get to Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't know if that's guaranteed yet. Who knows? Maybe you'll just hate the game after Chain of Memories, or hate this series rather. But if you do play Kingdom Hearts 2, end up liking it, I think it would be pretty interesting to try going for all the things necessary to craft the like ultimate Keyblade.
Really?
You didn't do that in KH1, but I would argue that it actually just straight up sucks to try to do in KH1.
A lot of things suck in KH1.
Like, for instance, you remember that invisible soldier that you fought at Hollow Bastion?
Yeah, you said he was required for the Keyblade, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a rare spawn. 2, he has a rare drop. And 3, he's like one of like a dozen or so Heartless that have special conditions like him that are needed to like that you need to farm to get the materials required for the ultimate Keyblade. Like there's him, he's easy enough. He's invisible, so he's annoying but easy enough. You just fight him and kill him. There's another one which is one of the like monkey Heartless that except their whole deal is that you can't be seen by them once. You have to take them out without entering their line of sight. And once you kill like you kill one, another one comes up, and you have to keep that going until you kill like at least 10 or so of them, and then they drop their material.
What the fuck is that?
There's
some nonsense.
There's one where you fought this one actually. It was like a giant shadow Heartless in the Colosseum that you fought.
Yeah.
There's that, except it's annoying to farm that one because you have to fight like a dozen or a couple dozen like normal shadows before like even one of them pops up. And once they finally do, if they hit you once, they disappear. So you have to not get hit by them. Even like the Jiminy journal description for them is funny. It's just like if they land a single hit on you, they become so happy they leave in joy or something like that, which is funny.
Christ.
Like Cage 1 has a lot of like special enemies like that you need to farm. And
Each one has actively malicious devs.
it was an experimental
They're
time,
hateful.
like 2001. But in Cage 2, it's that's a lot easier. Like there's some special fights, but they're more akin to like optional bosses than like you have to go out of your way to, and not things that you would have to go out of your way to do, like those Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1. They're like easy, you just go in there, do a fight, get a material guaranteed, and go on and find the others. So it's at least it's more fun, I would say, to go try to get everything required for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah. Alright, but I think we yapped too long enough about Kingdom Hearts, maybe. All I'm saying is that you should have at least get to Cage 2. Because that is my favorite one.
That's part of the collection, so I have to.
Yeah, Stu, I already spent the money. What are you gonna do? Waste my money?
You
couldn't live
already
with it.
wasted it giving to me, so.
What are you gonna do? Double waste it?
I could. I have that power.
You do, but you would never use it. You're too
I could.
nice.
Says who?
That's me.
Well, you're wrong.
No?
Damn, well, got me there.
Yeah. Can't argue back. But yeah. End stream for today. Gonna go get some lunch or something, I guess. And
Guess
tomorrow...
I'll get my lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner? You not eat lunch, dude? Or you me?
No. I also didn't have breakfast, technically.
I was gonna say me too, but I did eat like a burrito when I woke up. At like 6 a.m. Oh yeah?
I woke up at like noon, so yeah.
Ah. Sick.
Yeah, I was still sick. A little.
A little. You're covered for Umineko.
We'll have to do much worse than this to stop me from being here for Umineko.
Alright, we'll be back here tomorrow. Maybe earlier, like around 8 a.m., 7, 9, but we'll see. We'll see how well I'm able to actually sleep.
Please sleep well. You're gonna need it.
I try. I'll try to actually go out and get some milk too for my coffee, because I was drinking it like straight black earlier.
He's gonna go and get milk. He's never coming back. Just like all our dads.
I'm not a father, so I can come back. I haven't got the curse placed upon me yet.
Ah, true.
Alright, I'm
He's
gonna...
safe.
Alright, we're yapping too long. Go tomorrow, Umineko. Day after it, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll probably just play whatever. Maybe more Dark Cloud. Finish that up.
Yeah, alright.
But yeah. Finale tomorrow. I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And as always, anyone around to watch me, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. See you next time. See ya.